West on KS95 and MoSportsZone.com is brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, American Sun Control, Hitachi Energy in Jefferson City, Steve's Pest Control, Lake Regional Health System, Jason Blankenship CPA, Eldon Golf Club, Capitol Monuments in Jefferson City, Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, Dunn Property Management, Lloyd Belt Automotive in Eldon, The Shed Batting Cages, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, Poly Lift Boat Lifts, Martin Metal, Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales, Side & Stricker Nobe Partners in Tipton, Hewlett Automotive in Camdenton, the Osage Beach Hy-Vee, Crown Power and Equipment in Eldon, Veracruz Restaurant in Versailles, the Bank of Versailles, the Morgan County Health Center, and the Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie. Now, exciting high school football on KS95. Welcome to high school football on KS95, presented by Hewlett Automotive. I'm JT Grolt, along with Jason Vansel and Josh Vansel here to run the camera for us tonight. Versailles, we are on the road tonight. The Eldon Mustangs are at Hallsville tonight, and we will have our pregame coverage and high school football for you here on KS95 Sports.
Oh, man, look at this bozo. He thinks he's gonna have a day at the lake with his family.
Wait till they see what we built last night, dude.
He thinks his lake home is nice.
And he thinks he's like master angler.
Oh, please. I caught 7 moths last night.
All right, dude, here he comes, here he comes.
All right, I'm gonna try to get in his mouth, dude.
Welcome to the lake, dude.
Nasty lake spiders on your dock? Not your friend. Your friend in the pest control business is Steve with Steve's Pest Control.
I'm Steve, your friend in the pest control business. Pests are relentless and persistent. That's why they're called pests. When any of my crew from Steve's Pest Control come to solve your pest problem, the problem will be solved. I guarantee it.
Now you got a friend in the pest control business, Steve's Pest Control.
Since 1991, Capitol Monuments and the Atterbury family has served and supported the Mid-Missouri area. They've been offering generations of memorial experience by designing and creating the highest quality monuments. At Capitol Monuments, they specialize in creating personalized and lasting tributes, from pre-need and at-need family memorials to military and community tributes. Come in and talk with one of their monument design specialists. They're located west of Jefferson City in Apache Flats, or visit CapitolMonuments.com for photo samples. Capitol Monuments, the tribute that lasts forever.
With a Citizens Bank debit card, you'll never have to wonder if your check will be accepted. Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. You can use your card anywhere MasterCard debit card is accepted. To make purchases at your favorite merchant, get cash in an ATM, or to make a purchase online. Your purchases will be deducted from your checking account and will appear on your monthly statement. Ask for an application. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
You're listening to high school football on KS95 and hopefully watching along with us on MoSportsZone.com or the MoSportsZone app. I'm JT Grolt along with Coach Jason Vansel, and we've got Joshua Vansel as our camera person tonight here in Hallsville as the Eldon Mustangs travel to Hallsville to take on Hallsville. Now, I know you're listening and you're going, where's Colton? That's what I'm asking myself, too. Jason, I told you on the way up here, I've been doing this almost 40 years, and I thought I'd been doing a really good job because I had never had to do high school football play-by-play. But now something has failed me. I don't know. So
you have been exiled to the football world.
Oh, yeah. Well, we cover Benny Media. We cover about 8 high school football teams on different radio stations around Central Missouri. And if you're on MoSportsZone.com, you see the list of them over to the side. And this year we added Warrensburg. And we have many people that work doing these games, and one of them is short. And Colton, I use a reference that's probably dated here, but I call Colton the Jose Akindo of Benny Media. He can play any position. He can do anything he needs. And so we needed Jose Akindo to go to do the Warrensburg game tonight. So that's where Colton is, and they're actually at Pleasant Hill. So Colton is up doing Warrensburg at Pleasant Hill. And I've been called out to help out here with Jason, and as we call Hallsville and Eldon. And Colton was telling me he thought this should be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good matchup. But any Tri-County game is a good matchup. These two teams know each other quite well, and they have very different records. One's 3-1. being Eldon and Hallsville's 1-3. But when you look at who Hallsville's played, they play some stout competition.
Yeah, we're going to talk just a little bit
I
here.
think it's going to be a great one.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the matchup. Of course, Hallsville's in the Tri-County Conference.
Yeah.
Still for us old guys, they're one of the new teams.
They're the new teams.
They're the new teams. But in the last 10 matchups, Hallsville leads the matchups 6-4. They've won, and they have won the last 5 in a row. Hallsville
Really?
has. Yeah.
I did not. That one got by me.
Yeah, there has been some pretty good games between the two teams. There have also been some very lopsided games. One time, one team will be way up and the other will be down.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, Hallsville is 1-3. And they have been playing some pretty stiff competition. We were looking over their record. They played at Palmyra, and they lost 14-48. They played Centralia here and lost 36-28. And Centralia is a top 10 ranked team.
They're a good team.
And then last week they lost to Boonville 42-12. Boonville is a top 10 team.
I think I was told they're number 5.
I have it here somewhere, but yeah, they're in the top 10. I thought at halftime we'd go through some of those rankings a little bit, but they're ranked. And then last week Hallsville finally got their first win, and they defeated Macon 19-14. So tonight they play the Eldon Mustangs, and we might talk about this a little bit later on, but it does not get much better for Hallsville after this week, because then they're at Osage, they're at Southern Boone, and they host Blair Oaks.
Yeah,
so
the Tri-County is about as good a conference for football as you're ever going to have. It's been a great conference. And it's still a great conference, man. A lot of top-ranked teams in that thing right now.
And Eldon on the other side, they are 3-1. And you had an exciting game to start the season when they defeated Fulton.
Yeah,
it wasn't high scoring, but it was 15-14, and it was those last 2 points that Eldon scored were the big ones.
It was ugly football, as I like to call it. That's the kind of football I like. And yeah, Eldon, they had control of the game for most of it. And at the end, Fulton came back and they had to pull it out in the last 44 seconds of the game.
And they did it.
And it was awesome.
And, of course, our other team that we cover, the Versailles Tigers, Eldon played them. Versailles is down in numbers and age. They're a young team, and Eldon defeated them 62-0. Last week, then Eldon also defeated Owensville 13-8. And last week, it was I guess this is the rivalry for the Eldon Mustangs and Osage. And Osage and Eldon played last week. Osage, a top 10 team, and they defeated Eldon 50-12.
Osage, in my mind, will probably be the number 2 team in this Tri-County after Blair Oaks, and that shows you, because they played Blair Oaks, and Blair Oaks put it on pretty good, but I mean, that's no discredit to Osage, because they're really good too, but that just goes to tell you how crazy good Blair Oaks is this year. But
and we talk about the Tri-County Conference, so then after this game tonight, Eldon will have Southern Boone. They'll be at Blair Oaks. They'll host California, and then Boonville.
Every week, man. It's a gauntlet. It's an absolute gauntlet.
Well, we will at halftime go over some of those high school rankings, because there's some interesting things, and there's some very qualified teams in our listening area and that we cover around the area. So we will continue our halftime or our pregame coverage here on KS95, and you're listening to high school football on KS95, brought to you by Hewlett Automotive. I'm JT Grolt, KS95 Sports.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading Air Ease products. Every Air Ease product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, for reliable products offered by reliable people, called DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
Looking for a new place to call home? Dunn Property Management is now taking applications for move-in ready new construction units in Eldon. Enjoy hassle-free living with rent that includes snow removal and lawn care. Locally owned and operated, Dunn Property Management offers a full-time maintenance staff and office manager, so you're always taken care of. Close to churches, shopping, and parks, your perfect home is waiting. Stop by 1203 South Business 54 in Eldon or call 573-569-1200. That's 573-569-1200 for Dunn Property Management. In the heart of the community, Lloyd Belt Automotive continues to grow, driven by their love for neighbors like you. With a large selection of premium, low-mileage vehicles, they're here to fuel your excitement. Their service department is staffed with top-notch technicians who are here for you. They service most makes and models with the care and precision your vehicles deserve, and every vehicle is washed and vacuumed before the keys are handed back to you. Live free. Go anywhere with Lloyd Belt Automotive.
Reaching your fitness goals doesn't have to be tough at Versailles Total Fitness. Tara Grantham is a certified personal trainer and registered occupational therapist who can help you reach your goals in a safe, efficient manner. Get your membership set up today and talk to Tara about training so you can take the first step in becoming a healthier you. Contact Versailles Total Fitness at 573-789-6800 Monday through Wednesday from 9 to 5:30 or see them in person at 131 North Monroe Street in Versailles.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. See you at The Shed.
At Lake Regional Health System, excellence is everywhere, in the care of a nurse and the dedication of a doctor. As our pursuit of excellence continues, we're proud to announce our membership in the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Their specialists and research supporting ours, because excellence lives here. Learn more at lakeregional.com/Mayo.
We're back in Hallsville. The Hallsville Marching Band just wrapping up our national anthem. And Jason, they've got quite a drill team. They've got cheerleaders, a very large band, and a lot of players in the end zone down there.
Yeah, big student section, lots of players. This is a perfect Friday night right now, man.
We had a chance earlier this evening to catch up with the Eldon's head coach, and we're going to get to our coach's interview with Coach Nick Griffin. I asked him how his team looked going into our game tonight.
Yeah, we had a good week of practice. The guys are itching to get back, respond the right way. We took it on the chin last week, but we were focused this week, so we're ready to roll.
Last week you played a rival and a Tri-County Conference matchup with Osage, one of the top teams in the state.
Yeah, we let the game get too big for us, when we let some things steer our focus instead of where it should have been, so we focused on that this week, and the kids are ready to go.
All right. What's going to happen tonight to get the Mustangs the win?
We got to establish the run. We got to kind of keep away from Hallsville. They'll sling it around. Quarterback's pretty good, so we got to try to control the ball.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Our coach's interview tonight brought to you by Dunn Property Management. As both teams are getting out on the field, Hallsville is at the center of the field in a big huddle. And our Lake Regional injury report, Jason, I didn't have a good time to talk to Coach Griffin about injuries, but looking on the sidelines, we didn't see any players that were not dressed out or that were on the side in blue jeans, and we had not heard of any players that had some problems out of last week's game. So hopefully both teams are healthy and we'll get a good contest in tonight.
Yeah, I always usually look for crutches. I don't see any crutches on either sideline or really any hurt players. So that's a good deal.
Yeah, we are looking forward to this game tonight. Again, a Tri-County Conference matchup between the Eldon Mustangs and Hallsville. And Jason, there's some great games going on around the area, but we were commenting on how many people are here in the Hallsville side of the bleachers.
Yeah, man, this is a great showing for these Hallsville Indians, man. For their record 1-3. This place is packed, man. These people are excited about their town and their team, and they should. This is what Friday night is supposed to look like right here in Hallsville.
And they have a beautiful facility up here. They've got a field turf, and they've got a press box that's very similar to us, to a couple of the ones that we visit frequently.
Especially with that air conditioning. Hint, for sales, hint.
All right. Well, our captains are meeting out at the center of the field, and they are getting ready for the coin toss, I would assume, and getting their final instructions from the referees and the umpires. And Jason, Eldon is heavy on the run, I believe.
They are a heavy run team led by Mr. Hines. As Colton always cleverly said, it's hard to catch up with Hines.
Yeah, I thought it was spelled Hines, and I'm like, surely his number is 57, right? And it's like, nope. So
no, it's
Drew Hines, a quarterback,
Drew
junior.
Hines, he's a stud. I mean, they had a really good one a couple of years ago. The quarterback kid, Hess,
Hunter Hess.
He was an awesome athlete. Hines he's a very, very solid quarterback, kind of in his mold. He can throw it a little bit. He can run. His feet are dangerous.
All right. Looks like they are getting ready for the coin toss. Is that correct?
I think so.
All right, our coin toss is brought to you by the Bank of Versailles. So we will watch and see the results of our coin toss here and get ready for the play. Coin is on the ground, and it looks like it's going to go Eldon's way. So we'll see what they decide to do with the opening kickoff here. As high school football brought to you by Hewlett Automotive, KS95, and MoSportsZone.com. Eldon has chose to receive. So we will get both teams set up here and we're ready to go. Now, we were talking on defense, and you talked about how you thought Eldon stays pretty good on defense.
Yeah, they against Fulton, you had to be very, very disciplined, and Eldon stayed home, and you could tell that their coaches put in the work, and they did a good job of having those kids stay at home, and that's what I noticed. Even against Versailles, they play good, solid, fundamental assignment defense, and tonight against Hallsville, looking at some of these boys, they got some big boys. Hallsville does. They got some good-looking athletes.
They do. They have some big players, and they've got quite a bit of numbers as well. So I'm sure they're going to be swapping some players in and out and keeping them fresh. And you had a chance to talk with the broadcasters here for Hallsville, and they talk like they've got some pretty good players out there.
Yeah, they've had some pretty good. You know, they played a tough schedule this year. I think kind of went into that 1-3 record.
Right.
But yeah, they've got some solid players. I know they were telling me number 4, Landon Cunningham, the quarterback, is a player to watch for. He's thrown for, I can't remember what he said, a run for 300 plus.
I believe that was right, yeah.
Already in this young season. So.
All right, we're ready to kick things off for the Martin Metal first quarter here on KS95. Actually, first quarter brought to you by Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. I'll get all my sponsors' credits, and I appreciate them putting up with me tonight. Like I said, we're filling in for Colton tonight, going to do the best we can. Now, I thought Eldon had chose to receive, but it's Hallsville that's going to receive this opening kickoff.
Hallsville's receiving.
And the ball lands at about the 20-yard line. Bringing it up the field is Hallsville, and brought down at about the 35-yard line, and a big tackle from the Eldon Mustangs.
Yeah, I think that was number 4, Damian Fisher on that tackle right there. Pretty solid tackle to way to get him down, start this game.
Yeah, and looked like maybe I thought we had a mark down 57. Tristan Stark maybe was involved in that too.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so
freshman starts a freshman. That's pretty good.
So Hallsville will start with the ball here to open the first quarter, and they're going to start at about the 34-yard line.
Some big boys on that line both ways.
Yeah. Hallsville with a quick pass off to the side to number 10, and he picks up a few yards. Looks like he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards on that first carry for the Hallsville.
Yeah, I think they're going to get some extra yardage off that one, too. I don't know if that was a horse. Maybe they got him by the face mask maybe on accident there.
Yeah. So Hallsville's got the ball first here. They've moved it quickly in the first possession. See if they're going to pick up some penalty yards, too, it looks like.
Yep, face mask.
So that'll move it down to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it should just be 5 yards from the spot of the foul there, so nothing too crazy.
And that brings up the Martin Metal first down. This is for Hallsville, the Martin Metal first down. Another carry up the side there along the hash line for the Hallsville.
Yeah, when you got Hallsville coming out, there's no backs in the backfield. You know they're going to have to pass, or it's going to have to be a quarterback run, but they're using that little screen out there in the flat. But Eldon, like I said, they do a good job of playing assignment football, and they are there. So
looked like that carry was by number 6, Dalvin Smith, who is a senior for Hallsville. He was the one on the carry. So that brings up 2nd down and 6 for Hallsville. They're right at the 50-yard line right now, or almost right in the middle of the logo. Back to catch. The quarterback is going to carry, and he's close to a first down.
I think they're going to mark him about a yard short. I did not see who all the way over there who was in on that tackle.
Yeah, Landon Cunningham, the quarterback for Hallsville, will pick up. Just looks like now he's a yard short, so that'll be 3rd and 1 for Hallsville.
See if Hallsville has the tush push put in.
They do not. It was a long snap, and looks like the quarterback keeper, he was able to get it across to the first down.
Yeah, they acted like the Cunningham's going to be the player that Eldon's going to have to focus on. if they want to shut down this offense.
All right, that's another Martin Metal first down here for us on KS95 Sports with the Eldon Mustangs. So Hallsville is down now to about the Eldon 43.
Watch the screen. Here it comes again.
Snap the ball back, and yep, quick pass, but a little short there. Pass was intended to number 10, Gabriel Jenkins, who's a junior for Hallsville, but it was a little short, bounced off the turf and hit him in the knee.
It definitely looks like Hallsville wants to test the edge of this Eldon defense a little bit tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing for sometimes when you have a team that runs that much, they also stay in the box and defense as well. And so maybe they're trying to spread them out here a little bit and make them run some.
Those Eldon D tackles are big. I don't know if I'd want to run at them either.
2nd and 10, long snap there, back to the quarterback, and he throws it off again to number 6, Dalvin Smith. And Smith picks up a few yards on the carry.
I think you got Cody Brown over there and Drayden DeLong both in on that tackle there. Two pretty good athletes right there.
All right, that's going to bring up, it looks like, what, 3rd and 4, maybe? 3rd and 3 they're going to put on the scoreboard with 10-12 to go in the first quarter. Our first quarter brought to you by Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales.
Hallsville's going to stick with this passing game here. Ooh, ball.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
They fumbled the snap. And did Hallsville recover the snap?
I think so.
It looks like they did. It was close. It looks like it was recovered by number 4, Landon Cunningham, the quarterback, but one of the Eldon players was in on it. It was a close scramble.
Hallsville
so now it's
be going for it.
Yeah, it's 4th and 6, and they're at the Eldon 40, 39 actually.
Watch them trying to draw you off sides here. Yep.
Yep, there was a quick call there. Didn't work, so now it looks like we've got a timeout from Hallsville. Hallsville's going to take the timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well here on KS95, our Lloyd Belt timeout.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Polylift boat lifts. In 1975, Gerald Ford was president, gas was 53 cents a gallon, and Saturday Night Live debuted. It's also the year Polylift Boat Lifts was born. 50 years later, Polylift is still the best boat lift you can own. Trust Polylift, built with quality and integrity for 50 years. Remember, for the last 50 years and the next 50 to come, you know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Hallsville took the ball with a 4th and 6, and they were able to snap it and pass it off. A successful pass off to Lawson Burks, number 11, and that brought up another first down for Hallsville, and they're down to the Eldon 33, it looks like. Pretty close, 32.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Hallsville, I didn't realize they were this pass heavy so far. They are going with a quick passing game, and it's working right now a little bit.
They have moved themselves down the field pretty well. We're ready for another play from Hallsville. Quarterback makes the call, the snap, and he's going to hand it off. That's a handoff to number 11, Lawson Burks.
That's tough.
He picked up about 8 yards on that carry.
Yeah, the jet sweep is a pretty good play for him there. Little Kel Hammond, the sophomore. I'll tell you what, he's going to be a player now. And on that tackle there.
Yeah, that was a quick handoff and some quick movement there from Hallsville. They've got some quick runners, and so they're finding space in the Eldon defense to move the ball. And they're down to 2nd and 1 with 8:42 to go in the first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Gladstone Boat Trailer Sales. Oh, long pass into the end zone, just over the hands of number 7, Jack Stockkamp. So Hallsville went for the home run there, and it was just a little too hard, a little too strong.
They were a little bit lucky there. They were a little bit beat deep on that one there, so I would be looking for them to come back to that.
Yeah, now we're back to 3rd and 1, so Hallsville's got some options here. We've seen the quarterback keeper before. He's been able to drive it up the middle and get a few points, or he could do another quick handoff or look for that home run pass again into the end zone.
It's been quarterback keep, screen, or the jet sweep, and that's about it so far.
Yeah. And it's the quarterback keep this time, and I don't think he made it.
Nope.
It is really close.
They motioned that back over to try to have a lead blocker there. So if you're Eldon, you just pick up on all these little keys. They've only showed 4 plays so far.
Yeah. All right, so Hallsville's going to turn it over on downs to Eldon? No, they get a first down. They gave him the first down.
I didn't look like that.
It looked short, so it's going to be another first down for Hallsville, and they're down to the Eldon 22, it looks like. Martin Metal first down for Hallsville there. And now they've got about 22 yards to go for the end zone. Eldon's going to try to stop them.
They'll get that ball off.
Yep. Looking for another long pass into the end zone, but there was nobody there. It looked like they were trying to hit number 6, Delvin Smith, but he was a little overthrown, or he didn't run the pattern exactly the way the quarterback was expecting.
Yeah, Cody Brown, as Colton calls him, Agent Zero. He did a pretty good job of coverage right there and jammed him up a little bit and threw that route off. So
yeah.
Good job, Cody Brown.
All right, so now it is 2nd and 10 for Hallsville. And like you said, we kind of get an idea here. There's going to be 1 of 3 things happening here.
So far, they're yeah. And right now, they're about 70-30 pass.
Yeah, and Eldon is starting to pick up on it and starting to, clog the lanes. It's a quarterback keeper again down the sideline there, and he picked up some pretty good yardage there. Oh, they've spotted it very well, in my opinion. It looked like he was close to the first down, but they're going to give him the first down. So Hallsville has picked up another Martin Metal first down, and they're down to, about the 12-yard line, it looks like? 12-yard line. And they have successfully moved the ball down the field here and may be able to cash in on their first touchdown. Eldon's got some defense to play here up against the end zone, 11 yards from the touchdown for Hallsville. Quarterback snaps his hands and claps his hands, gets a snap. He's going to keep it. He rolls out, and he looks for a pass, no good. It looks like it bounced off the turf. That was going to hit at about the 8-yard line and was intended for number 3, Abe Rhodes, but he wasn't able to rein that in. It bounced off the turf, and that will bring up 2nd and 10 for Hallsville.
These Hallsville wide receivers do a good job of blocking. When the quarterback keeps that, his receivers are doing a great job out there. Eldon's going to have to find a way to get off those blocks out there.
All right, we're back to Hallsville getting ready to snap. Quarterback claps his hands twice and gets a snap, and it's a quarterback keeper again right up the middle, and he got close to, he is going to be stopped about the first 5-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, that's a big gain right there. This Cunningham, he's a problem for this Eldon defense right now. He is strong.
Yeah, that's about a 6, maybe 7-yard pickup there as they've got it spotted at the 4-yard line, and it brings up 3rd and 3 for Hallsville. So they've actually got to get a first down or a touchdown. They're not they're not first and goal. They're not 3rd and goal yet. They're just outside that, and so
right now I'm going to guess that Hallsville's getting about 6 or 7 yards per carry right now. So
they are moving the ball very well. And another play from Hallsville and the quarterback keeper, but he stopped this time. Try to get a number on that stop there if you can, Jason.
Cody, I think Cody Brown in their number 0 again, and my eyes are bad. I couldn't see the other one there, but I know Cody was in on it. Cody's in on a lot.
It looked like Ken Dinwiddie, maybe number 5, the junior. Yeah, he's been in on the clogging up the middle there and stopping things frequently. So, all right, it is 4th and 2.
See if Eldon brings some heat here.
What about the 3.5 yard line? Hallsville's going to snap the ball. Quarterback looking over to the sides. They're going to.
It looks like Brenzen and Hammond's both looking to go here. We'll see if these linebackers go.
All right, and the quarterback keeper up the middle, and that is going to be a touchdown for Hallsville. Dalvin Smith, the quarterback, takes it up the middle and gets the touchdown, and that is 6-0 for Hallsville now with 6:01 in the first half, the first quarter. So Hallsville very successful moving the ball there. They were able to pick up chunks of yardage as they needed them and continue to get the first downs and just move it down the field. They started at about the 25-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, that was a nice drive if you're Hallsville. Eldon's got some work ahead of them to kind of get on top of this. Ooh, we got a reverse. Reverse pass.
Yeah.
Breaking it all out tonight.
Yeah. Hallsville went for the 2-point conversion, and they were successful in the pass off to Gabriel Jenkins, number 10. And so that's going to make it 8-0 Hallsville here in the first quarter. On KS95 Sports, we'll be back.
You'll
Building season is here and a great time to visit Martin Metal for the next agricultural, residential, or commercial project on your list. Trusted throughout the heartland, they continue offering only the top quality products in the industry, which ensures beauty and durability for years to come. When in need of a post frame or a stud frame building, you can depend on the dedicated professional staff to help you get your job moving forward. Call 573-378-4050 and speak with a professional today. That's 573-378-4050 or check us out online at martinmetal.com.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. Do you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water? Maybe just a replacement trailer. Or considering selling your boat and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
Hallsville scored on their opening possession, and they're kicking it off to Eldon. And the ball goes back to about the 15-yard line where Eldon starts to return the ball.
Pretty good return right there by Mr. DeLong.
Yeah.
Number 6, that was a decent return.
Drayden DeLong gets it out to the 35. So, Jason, you and I were talking during the timeout there, during the commercials. Hallsville is 1-3, but man, they moved the ball very well. They played some tough teams. So.
They played some tough teams. Them records don't mean much, man, because they played some solid opponents. And honestly, in some of them losses, you probably learned more than you would in a win against a lesser one. But they're decent.
All right, Eldon's got the ball, and they're at the 35-yard line, and we'll see what they do on offense here. In motion is Brandon Wilson. Hines with the ball, and he's going to keep it, and he picks up about 4 yards, let's say. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards on the quarterback keeper there. Takes it down to the 39-yard line.
You know, a lot of people look at a play like that and don't think much, but when you have 2nd and 6, you have a lot of options at 2nd and 6. That's huge for a first down play just to, get 4 yards like that.
Well, and if Hallsville likes to spread out their defense like they do their offense, then you keep that keeper and you kind of pull them back into the center there. Now maybe you can spread things out, run to the side, and move out. And Hines is going to keep the ball again, and
going to be about 3 yards short of a first, it looks like.
Yeah, he picked up about 3 yards, and so now it'll be 3rd and 3. And first 2 possessions of the night for Eldon has been Drew Hines keeping the ball, and one up the middle and one off to the side there. So they've got 3 yards to pick up here. See what happens for Eldon as they're now at about the 42-yard line. 3rd and 3, if you might have heard the announcer. 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Well, Eldon handed the ball off there and did not get much yardage. They handed it off to Drayden DeLong, and Hallsville had the middle of the field just clogged up there, and there was no gain on that.
Some big boys right there for Hallsville. They were all over that one right there. They've been watching some film.
Yeah, actually, they're going to spot Eldon back a couple yards, so now it's 4th and 6 for Eldon.
He's going to drop back out. He's going to do a pooch punt it.
All right, Hines going to punt it away.
Nice kick.
Yep.
Let it roll,
and
baby.
it takes a good bounce for Eldon and rolls down to about the 18-yard line, looks like. So Eldon's first possession is 4 and out, and they were unable to get the ball moved up to the first down there. And so Hallsville will take over the next possession. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
It's your land, your tractor, and your time to save. Built for any task, a John Deere compact tractor can handle it all. Right now, enjoy 0% financing, cash rebates, and hard-to-beat offers only at Seidenstricker Novi. Designed to last and trusted for generations. Mow it, move it, dig it, and get it done. Visit us at snpartners.com. Seidenstricker Novi, your partner for the land.
Offer valid through 10/31/2025. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. I want to tell you about our award-winning collision repair department. We can repair any make or model and make it look like new. Our staff is second to none and works hard to get you back on the road as fast as possible. We offer free transportation for your convenience and peace of mind during the repair. Come see us today for all of your collision repair needs at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett. ShopHewlett.com.
Hallsville took the ball at the 18-yard line. They had a false start, lost 5 yards, so now we're to 1st and 15. Hallsville passes it out along the sideline, and it is open turf. And Hallsville is going to run it down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown for Hallsville. That was a quick return there, and that was Gabriel Jenkins for Hallsville getting the pass along the sideline and then taking it from, well, what, the 15-yard line there, so 85 yards.
Yeah, close to 85-yard pass right there. Just Hallsville showed the speed on that one right there, and that's hard to keep up with.
Yeah, you and I were talking during the commercial break there about how Eldon was going to have to stiffen up the defense a little bit, and then one big play gets it away, and that we were worried about Hallsville chunking off yards and running down the clock there in the first quarter, and they took a big chunk right at once.
They took one big chunk, and that was all it took.
All right, looks like they're going to go for the extra point this time, and the kick is low.
They got a little block in there. I'm not sure.
Hard to say. It's 14-0. Hallsville has taken the lead here with 3:49 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back. Eldon will take possession again. This is a Martin Metal first down. KS95 Sports and MoSportsZone.
Shop Hy-Vee for savings that bring smiles. Like Hy-Vee chili beans, just 49 cents a can. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, $2.98 a pound. Bite into a sweet Honeycrisp apple, just $1.98 a pound. There are even more savings with your Hy-Vee Perks card and digital coupons. Sign up today at Hy-Vee.com or at Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Well, Jason, you hate to see a quick score like that early in the game, and Hallsville has jumped out here to a 14-0 lead over Eldon with 3:49 to go in the first quarter.
All you can do is tell your kids it's the first quarter. They're on you, but we still got a lot of game to play, so all right, just kind of weather this storm and keep hanging in there, and it'll be all right.
Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales first quarter, and Hallsville is getting ready to kick it off to Eldon. Who do we have back deep there? I can't quite get the number there.
I can't. Number, can't tell if that's a 10. What is that?
It's hard to tell. He's
13. That's Brisbane.
All right, Brisbane is back deep for the Mustangs. Hallsville lines it up, and they will kick it off to the Mustangs. And a little bouncer down the middle, picked up at the 35-yard line. And making his way down to the 45. They're going to spot it at the 45. That was a nice pickup there.
That's a good starting point right there. Eldon's got to make something happen, though, with it.
All right, so it looked like the pickup might have been on Brisbane there. Berenson picked it up. All right, so Eldon is at the 45-yard line, their own 45, with 3:41 to go. Be nice to see Eldon pick up a quick first down here.
Yeah, they just need to get something positive.
Yeah, get something positive going here and move the ball. All right, we've got a handoff.
There you go.
And a reversal. Yeah, picked up about 5 yards there on that one.
That was DeLong. He's a solid running back, man, and he has some good vision, and he showed it right there.
Drayden DeLong, the senior, he's 5'10", 165, so that was a good move. That brings up a 2nd and 6, so they gave him 4 yards on the carry.
Ran about 8, though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was reversed path there and found some open ground. So we'll go to 2nd and 6. And this time Hines going to keep it on the outside, and he's got some space. He's got one man to beat, and he gets tied up there and brought down at about the 22-yard line there. It looks like Drew Hines picks up a pretty good chunk of yardage there for the Eldon Mustangs.
25 yards. Solid run.
Yeah.
He's good with his feet, man. You got to keep an eye on him at all times. He is great with those feet.
Well, and Eldon reversed the ball that time. They brought it our direction, the first one, and the second one, Hines acted like he was going to hand it off, went the opposite direction, and found some open ground. So they were able to get Hallsville to follow the misdirection there. 1st and 10, 2:42 to go. Eldon with the ball, and Hines is going to take it up the middle again. And looks like he might have got about 3 yards on that one.
3 or 4 yards. That's a solid game.
Yeah. So Eldon will bring it to 2nd, and, well, they only gave him 2 yards.
Really? Well, I tell you what, my eyes are something's off because
it says 2nd and 8. I would have thought he got maybe a yard or two more than that.
I thought he got more than that.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe it's just the angle that we're sitting at. We're not centered in the field right.
It's the age of the eyes is the problem.
All right. The Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales first down, and Eldon is moving the ball 2nd and 8. And the pitch out there, and Eldon's going to pick up a few yards on that one. But, man, Hines
He had to get rid of that one quick.
He did. He had to get rid of it. He was under some pressure there, but he was able to get the ball out, and it goes up to 3rd and 7, so only a yard on that as well. 1:50 to go in the first quarter.
Number 9 is Luke Peasley for Hallsville. He's a good-looking kid, only a sophomore. He was on my son's travel basketball team, and he is a good-looking kid for a sophomore, man.
All right. 3rd and 7 with 1:37 to go in the first quarter. The Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales first quarter. Eldon will snap the ball. Hines will keep it himself, and he's up the side.
Ball.
Ball on the floor, on the ground.
Looks like Eldon got it back.
All right, and they may have recovered it. They're going to be real close to a first down where they recovered the ball. Hines was moving the ball pretty well whenever it got knocked out. And maybe they're going to give them 4th and 1, it looks like. 4th and 2 still.
Maybe about a 4th and long 1, maybe a short 2.
Yeah, they're right on the 20-yard line, it looks like.
I'm going to expect Mr. Hines to keep this one in his hands here.
That's what you would expect for the Eldon Mustangs, for Drew Hines to take the snap and take it up. And under a minute to go in the first quarter, he takes the snap and he pitches it out, though. We were wrong. And found some space to run and close to the touchdown. See if we can get a number on that, but it is going to be a first down. And that will be,
again out there.
Yeah, Martin Metal first down for the Eldon Mustangs.
Brisbane taking the pitch and making something happen there. That was a nice job. Almost found 6 on that play.
Yeah, we were sure Hines was going to keep it, and he did. He delayed the pitch, but then when he pitched it out, it was got some yardage.
That's smart to do. Pitch it before they hit you.
Yeah. So what are we at? About the 6-yard line, according to the scoreboard there, I think. 1st and 6. 45 seconds to go. Eldon's got a little ground to go here to see if they can get a touchdown before the quarter runs out. That one was stopped. Yeah.
Mercy.
Hallsville got the stop on that one, and I believe that was Drew Giesler. Was that number 8 that did that?
Wow. Number 0, maybe. I don't know. Maybe why. I don't know, but I tell you what, that was some great defense played right there, man. They blitzed that one.
Eldon failed in stopping that one. It just came right up the middle and got the tackle.
Got to get them big boys up front a little closer. Cut them splits down. Let's just power this thing in there.
All right, 2nd and 7, 13 seconds to go. Clock running for the Eldon Mustangs.
There you go. Keep fighting.
All right, they move the ball up there. Looks like it's going to be to the 3-yard line, maybe.
Is that DeLong? I think that was DeLong again.
I think it was DeLong again.
Yeah, that was DeLong.
Had an Eldon Mustang come up limping there a little bit. Joe Reed, who is number 52, a junior, I'm sure he's going to shake it off and get back out there. But the first quarter comes to an end. Our Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales first quarter, and Hallsville leads Eldon 14-0. We'll be back with the second quarter on KS95 Sports.
Last year's success doesn't always carry over. Just ask anyone who's ever played fantasy football and regretted their first-round pick by week 2. But if you ask Kubota, continuing last year's success is a guarantee. Like the Kubota SVL 97-3 skid steer loader. Last year's SVL 2 was the best-selling in America, and this year's is only better. A more comfy all-in-one cab and 7-inch touchscreen to monitor everything. Check it out at Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant invites you to join them for a casual lunch or a nice family dinner out with delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Grab dinner tonight from one of their 3 locations: Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles, Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover, or on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletes.
We're back here at Hallsville. The Hallsville Indians lead the Eldon Mustangs 14-0 as we start our second quarter. And our second quarter sponsor is Seiden Stricker Nobe Partners in Tipton. Thanks to Seiden Stricker Nobe for sponsoring our broadcast tonight. Jason, we're 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Time to score. You got 2 downs to put this in. So
yeah. It would be, and obviously you want any points you can get, but that close to the end zone, you got to do something here. So let's see what they do. Hines is going to keep it himself. He runs up the middle, and away stretched out there. I think he got it a little closer. I think he's within the 1-yard line.
You got 1 more yard to go and 1 more down to get it. So.
Yeah, so it is 4th and 1, and the Eldon Mustangs are knocking on the door of a touchdown. And Hallsville came out, scored on a long drive in the first quarter, then a quick return to get that second score. And now the Eldon Mustangs are hoping to draw in with their first touchdown here. And They have spotted it second and fourth and 2. I thought Hines was closer than that.
Yes.
But it is still 4th and 2. So Eldon's got to get the 2 yards here. And I believe we've got a timeout.
Well, that's a big old D tackle that they have in there as a sophomore, that William Davis. Man.
Well, we've got a timeout, a Lloyd Belt timeout. We'll be back with more high school football on KS95 and MoSportsZone in just a moment.
For over 140 years, the Bank of Versailles has been more than a financial institution. It's been a cornerstone of the community. Locally owned and operated since 1882, they make lending decisions right here at home by people who understand the land, the market, and the values we share. Whether you're buying a home, growing your farm, or planning your future, they offer competitive fixed rates and personalized service every step of the way. Products you need, technology you want, service you deserve. That's the Bank of Versailles difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, Jason, I believe Hallsville called that timeout, correct?
I think so.
They were wanting to get their defense set for this 4th and 2, and the Eldon Mustangs had some time to think about this. Hines had kept 3rd and 2. I thought he had picked up some ground, but they didn't get him spotted very well. So now another chance for the Eldon Mustangs to punch it in the end zone here. You've got Hines, and right next to him, you've got Hayden Duggan, looks like. And Hines keeps it, and that time he got into the end zone. So Drew Hines picks up the touchdown for the Eldon Mustangs to bring the score to 14-6. And Eldon will line up here for the extra point. Now we've seen them go for 2.
Yeah. I know this. That psychologically, that was huge for Eldon just now.
Right. Yeah.
After 2 big drives, man, they needed that. That is huge. No matter if they make this or not, they got a pretty good kicker.
I wasn't sure what it would be like if they would have tried to have gone for a field goal there or not, but they kicked the extra point, and it is good. So that brings our score to 14-7 with a 11:13 to go in the second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Seidenster Kenobi Partners, and we appreciate their sponsorship of our broadcast tonight. Again, I'm JT Geralt, sitting in for Colton Taylor tonight. Colton is with one of our sister stations, Coco, in Warrensburg, doing the Warrensburg Pleasant Hill game. He is actually in Pleasant Hill with Warrensburg tonight. Coach Jason Vansel is with me, and our camera operator tonight is your son, Joshua.
Yeah. Well, so far it's being operated, I guess.
He's doing a great job. We appreciate Joshua. Like I said at one point, I said we're down a man and a woman, and we replaced them with a senior citizen and a kid.
That's right.
But we're getting through it, and we appreciate you listening and watching with us on KS95 and MoSportsZone. So Eldon Mustangs will kick the ball off to Hallsville, and again, you want to see them contain Hallsville. You want to see a big run back here and just slow things down a little bit. Hallsville was moving pretty quick on their first 2 possessions, and Eldon did slow it down on their possession and finally work it into the end zone for a touchdown. All right, the kickoff is back to Hallsville, picking it up at about the 20-yard line. They bring it down to the 30, avoids the tackle there.
Nice tackle.
Yeah.
Christopher Johnson, I believe, on that tackle right there. That was a pretty good job.
Got to the 32-yard line. That is where Hallsville will take over. Yeah, Christopher Johnson, number 8. He's a senior, 5'6", 145 for the Mustangs. So now the Mustangs want to work on trying to contain Hallsville.
Got to get a stop here.
Slow down that offense.
Yes, man. Can't make it easy on them.
All right, so Hallsville breaks out of the huddle here on the sideline as they head over to take possession of the ball. 11:07 to go, and they're taking over at the Hallsville 32-yard line.
And they just spread Eldon out so much. I mean, it's tough. You got athletes out here running around everywhere.
Yeah. All right, they're going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle, and probably picked up about 5 yards on that, but Eldon was able to get the tackle.
And that's tough whenever you spread your defense out like that. It kind of spreads them thin, and that quarterback just keeps it.
Yeah.
Because you're expecting a pass. I mean, I got to give Hallsville some credit on this. I mean, they know what they're doing here a little bit. They're just tough.
And I think we got a little preview of that when we were talking to the other broadcasters that Hallsville liked to move the ball. They picked up a lot of yardage, and so even though they played some very stiff competition in 1 and 3, they were picking up yardage and moving the ball very well.
Yeah, they're a solid team.
That's what's happening here. All right, quarterback keeper again. This time didn't pick up as much yardage, and the quarterback Landon Cunningham picked up maybe a yard on that, so it'll bring it up to 3rd and 5.
Yeah, pretty good job by Bryce Brenson coming up from that linebacker spot and making that play. Eldon's got great coaches, too, and they're going to make adjustments to this Hallsville offense.
Well, and
they
you
will slow them down.
And you talked about that. Eldon likes to stay home and take care of their defensive assignments, but Hallsville's got so many weapons right now and spreading it out.
I've seen enough out of them this year to know they're very well coached, and I know they are making adjustments right now to this. So.
And they're really wanting to bounce back off that loss to Osage last week, which Osage is a top 10 ranked team, but still every win in the Tri-County Conference is important. Oh, and we did. Interception from the Eldon Mustangs. They intercepted it at the 45-yard line and bringing it down to about the 38.
Mr. DeLong with the big play.
That was Drayden DeLong, who is a senior for Eldon. He intercepted the ball. It actually tipped off of one Eldon player's hands and landed in DeLong's hands, and he was able to return the ball. So great.
You can see Eldon catching up to him already as they're figuring it out.
Great play there. Great fortune. Good luck is sometimes on your hands, too, and that one tipped right into Eldon's hands.
Luck is as good as skill, baby.
All right, Eldon's going to take over here at the Hallsville 37-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:39 to go. Seidenstricker, Nobe Partners, second quarter. And Hines throws the long ball.
He's got it.
Oh, it was so close. Just out of the hands of Chase Atkinson. He was there at about the 5-yard line. And as easy as the catch was on the interception, that was just that much harder. It looked like it was in his hands. It looked like it tipped his fingers.
That ball, I mean, it was there. He just flicked that up there 45 yards almost.
That was amazing. And he was in pressure too. They were closing in on him, and he just rainbowed it up there, and Atkinson went through it. It was close. I mean, you wouldn't fault them for doing that.
No.
That was a good play and very close to connecting. So we'll see what Eldon does now. They're at 2nd and 10. And this time Hines is going to keep it himself, and it looked like he was going to pick up some yardage, but Hallsville got him stuffed at the line and then pushed him back a little bit, so that's going to bring up, was it going to be now 3rd and 10?
Yeah, I think he may have been lost just a tiny bit on that.
Yeah.
You could tell they've been watching film and seeing Mr. Hines in action on his previous games here. So.
Yeah. So it is 3rd and 10 with 9:09 to go in the half here. Our second quarter brought to you by Seidenstricker Nobe Partners. And Eldon Mustangs got an interception, brought it down the field, and they've stalled out here. So it is 3rd and 11. They did mark off a yard, take off a yard on that last carry by Hines. So let's see what he's able to do now. He's got Brisbane in motion. Yeah. So Hines gets it, knocks out of his hands, ball picked up and ran back for a touchdown by Hallsville. And picking up the ball, taking it back for the touchdown was number 55, and that is Carter Greiler. And if we have another light we can turn on here now, but I was having trouble seeing that. We'll get that at halftime. It's fine. So Connor George is the Hallsville player that picked up the ball, ran it back. So Eldon got stuffed there. They got hurried a little bit when Hallsville broke through the line and Hines was knocked down. The ball bounced out. Hallsville picked it up and took it back from about the 50-yard line for a touchdown. Now it's 20-7, Hallsville, as they line up for the extra point.
That's a few times now Hallsville's had a little success coming right up the middle on Eldon.
And that time they were able to get hands on Hines and knocked him down, and it just bounced out of his hands. So. All right, here goes Hallsville, and they're going to 20-7, 8:40 to go.
They're still missing one.
Yep, the one more man coming out, running in late, number 51 for Hallsville. All right, he gets his noses his way in there. He said, "That's my spot right there."
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout.
So Hallsville calls a timeout. They just didn't have everybody set for that extra point. And I'm not sure. Could you tell whether they were going to try to kick the extra point or go for 2?
I think the big boy that ran the touchdown was on the bench trying to catch his breath and was supposed to be out there because the coach just went and shooting. But,
all right. Well, we have got another Lloyd Belt timeout, and we will be back with more on KS95 Sports.
The goal of the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles is to make sure you feel your best and stay that way. A few of the public health and community services available at the Morgan County Health Center include CPR and first aid training, food safety classes, educational materials and classes promoting healthy lifestyles and activities, children and adult immunizations, and nutrition for expectant mothers and young children through the WIC program. For more information, follow the Morgan County Health Center on Facebook or call 378-5438. The Morgan County Health Center at 104 West Lafayette in Versailles, connecting the community to healthy choices.
We are back here at Hallsville. Hallsville leads Eldon 20-7, and Hallsville is set up here for their extra point. And in the second quarter, 8:40 to go. Eldon had a turnover. Hines got pressured. The ball got knocked loose. Hallsville was able to pick it up and take it back about 50 yards for a quick touchdown. That's been 2 of those, Jason, just big yardage, quick touchdowns for Hallsville.
Yeah, that's as I was saying, momentum's a crazy thing in this game, and Eldon just had it. And then that play right there kind of takes it back. So Eldon's just going to have to bounce back.
All right, they're going to run it up for the 2-point conversion. Looks like Hallsville is successful on the 2-point conversion. And I was trying to see who ran it in there for Hallsville. I thought it was number 3, which would be Abe Rhodes.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Abe Rhodes scores the 2-point conversion for Hallsville, and it is now 20-7. Hallsville leads, and we will take another quick timeout here, and we'll be back with more of our second quarter. You're listening to high school football on KS95 and MoSportsZone, brought to you by Hewlett Automotive in Camdenton. I'm JT Grolt, KS95 Sports.
Since 1844, Kidwell Garber Funeral Home has been a part of Versailles. They've seen the community grow. They've seen the community change. But one thing remains the same. Nothing's more important than our schools. Kidwell Garber would like to take this time to salute everyone involved in keeping Versailles schools a source of pride for the community, and to the students who always strive to do their best, whether in sports or academically. You are the future. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie.
All right, Eldon is getting ready to receive the kickoff. Colin Brisbane back deep for the Mustangs as Hallsville leads 22-7 with 8:40 to go in the second quarter. Our second quarter sponsor is Seiden Strickanobi Partners in Tipton. It's a low kick. Eldon picks up the ball at about the 35-yard line and dodges a couple of tackles there and gets it up to the 45-yard line. And that was number 2, Bryce Berenson. He was a senior, 6'1", 180 pounds. He was able to return the ball, picked up about 15 yards on the return there. And so that'll set the Eldon Mustangs up, and they'll be set up at the 45-yard line, their own 45, with 8:30 to go in the first half.
It's a good starting point for Eldon once again. Just got to do something with it now.
Yeah, and again, the last time Eldon had the successful drive, they ran some time off the clock, slowly worked it down, picked up their yardage, and so you'd like to see them. It would, even though you want to score quick, it would be nice to see them get a few successful plays in a row. Handoff on the Eldon side, and they handed it off to number 13, Colin Brisbane, and he brought it up and maybe picked up a yard. It looks like they're going to give him 1 yard on that.
Give him 1 on that one.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs. And so Hines was able to get the ball off to Brisbane, and he gets another successful carry for a yard. And we're ball placed out there in the middle of the Hallsville logo now. All right, Eldon back to the line. Hines is back to take the snap. And he gets a snap, and he's going to keep it and tries to take it up the middle, and he's successful in that. Gets it up to about the 50-yard line, so he picked up about 4 yards on that carry for Drew Hines.
We better wait for him to spot the ball before you say that, because every time we think that.
I know.
That's a decent little gain right there.
Yeah.
I just feel like Eldon's going to have to find something. They're going to have to find something else other than just Hines, because Hallsville, they're all over him, man. They watched film on him.
Yeah, and if you do that more than 2 or 3 times in a row, they're going to bust right up the middle, and they're going to stop him, or they're going to cause another turnover.
They're going to cause a problem.
Yeah. All right, Eldon's back to the line. Hines is back to take the snap.
And here it comes, actually, right here.
Yeah, they're lined up, and they're coming.
There it was.
But Hines was able to get out to the side here, and he's going to be able to pick up a first down. Stiff arms, and takes it down to Hallsville's 37-yard line. So a nice first down there for Drew Hines for the Eldon Mustangs. Another Martin Metal first down here on KS95 and MoSportsZone. So that takes it down to Hallsville's 37?
37.
Yeah, 37. That was a nice move by Hines. He was able to get out. He's been going up the middle a lot, and that time he was able to break out. And you called it. Hallsville was all stacked up there. They were ready.
Coming.
They were ready to stop, and he got around the outside of it. So Hallsville spread out a little bit more on defense. Hines takes a snap. He hands it off.
Oh, that's a nice play.
And that's a nice carry as well. And that is going to pick up some 4 or 5 yards there. We'll wait for him to spot it and give us a good call. And that carry was by Brisbane again. And he's going to pick up, looks like I'm going to give him 6 yards.
That's a good game. That was a nice job by the Eldon big boys up front right there. That little counter play, they pulled and kicked out, and he got right in behind his block. That was a good job. Linemen don't get a lot of love, but that was a lineman play right there, man.
And Eldon has always been good on defensive line, or on their offensive line. They've always had
big, good offensive linemen. Yeah. They're strong. Weight room born, man.
Yeah. All right, so Eldon is 2nd and 5, 7:05, and Hines is up to the line there.
We got a timeout.
Looks like that's going to be an Eldon timeout. So another Lloyd Belt timeout here on KS95 as Hallsville leads Eldon 22-7 with 7:05. We'll be back with more of the second quarter. KS95 Sports.
Whoa, Central Ozarks Medical Center, your health, our mission.
COMC has been providing quality health care in Central Missouri since 1979. From primary care, OBGYN, pediatrics, senior health, dental, and behavioral health. Go to centralozarks.org for a location near you or call 877-406-2662.
COMC, the healthy place to be.
We are back here at Hallsville. Hallsville leads Eldon 22-7. The Seidenstricker-Nobe Partners second quarter. And Jason, it is 2nd and 5, 7:05 to go. Eldon's had some success here moving the ball.
Yeah, they're having a nice little drive going here. Just got to finish it off.
Yeah, they had 2 big carries there, and now we're going to see what happens. Eldon back to the line. Hines takes a snap. It's a little pitch out to the side and just over the hands of DeLong, and he might have been able to pick up the first down, but it was just either too high or he was not in the quite where they thought he was going to be. But Hines to DeLong short there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs.
That's always a tough little pass when they throw it out there in the flat like that, because it's just an angle that's kind of awkward.
Yeah, I mean, it was coming.
Body turned to,
it was coming straight over his head, and he was kind of having to turn and look over him, and then spot the ball and try to drag it in.
To
and
catch that while you're in stride.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so you break stride to try to spot the ball, and then you're too late. So, all right, it is 3rd and 5. Hines at the line to take the snap. And it looks like he's going to keep it, and he is successful in getting up to, he's picked up about 10 yards there, and that is going to take it down to it looked like he made it down to the 50. They're going to spot it at the 17-yard line of Hallsville. So another first down here on KS95 Sports, a Martin Metal first down by the Eldon Mustangs. They've moved it down to the 17-yard line, so now that's 3 big
I'm going to give some more love to number 54 for the Eldon Mustangs, Christopher Sanders. He pulled and kicked out once again. That was a great play. Hines did his job, but this line right now for Eldon, they're doing a great job.
All right, and they're getting Hallsville's starting to think about it a little bit more. Hines takes the snap. Oh, he threw it just as he was getting tackled, and an interception by Hallsville. Eldon was able to pick up the ball and to get the tackle, but Hines felt the pressure coming. He jumped and tried to throw it up over the guy going to tackle him, and it came up short.
Never good when you jump and try to pass the ball. I think he probably knew as soon as he jumped, he wanted that one back.
There's a guy in Kansas City that can do that.
If you're a $500 million athlete, you can do a lot of things other people can't. But
and
it's a short list.
And you think about Hines though. In his mind, he got tackled here previously. The ball popped out of his hands, and it was and they ran it back for a touchdown. So in one hand, he's like, I've got a shot at this, and he went for it. But
he's a competitor, man. He just wants to win. He's just trying to make something happen.
Yeah, he's turned it over to Eldon's turned it over to Hallsville. Hallsville takes a snap, and a big gain there for Hallsville. They picked up 10 yards on that carry.
Yeah, Cunningham, he's a tough runner too.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of things that's similar with Hines a little bit.
Landon Cunningham is number 11. He's a junior. He's the quarterback, and he was able to carry that ball and pick up a first down. So it is a Martin Metal first down, 1st and 10, 6:06 to go in the second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Seidenstricker-Nobe Partners. 22-7. Hallsville has the lead here in Hallsville tonight. Hallsville at the line for the snap. Cunningham takes it. He pitches it out to the side, and not going to pick up a lot of ground there. Maybe 2 yards on that carry.
Yeah, a little screen out there on the outside there. Eldon did a good job of covering it.
It looked like Gabriel Jenkins maybe picked up that. He's a junior. He was the recipient of that little screen pass there. So now it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for Hallsville, and they are at their own 34-yard line. Eldon is all spread out on defense here.
This is where they like to run it with the quarterback.
They snap it, and Cunningham comes back. He's looking to pass, and he does get a successful pass off to number 11, and that's out to Lawson Burks, and that's going to be another first down, Martin Metal first down, and they brought the ball down to their own 42-yard line, 43-yard line. They're going to spot that.
I'll tell you what, that was a laser, man.
Yeah.
Throw a little bit, kid.
Yeah, they had a pass similar to that earlier, and it was just a little low, bounced off the turf, incomplete. But that one, there was nobody else going to get that but the receiver for Hallsville.
Eldon's got this clock as their friend right now, so you want to try to slow this team down a little bit here. Get that clock running.
Get a couple of stops or short yardage here and drag this out a little bit. All right, up on the side, carrying the ball for Hallsville is number 6, Devlin Smith, and he has picked up about 4 yards, so that'll bring up.
Can't tell if that was Johnson in on that or not, if that was a 2 or an 8. My eyes are not.
So they've got it at 2nd and 5 now with 4:25 to go, so Hallsville is getting the calls in here. The entire team on the field looking over at the coaches. The coaches are signaling to them. Now everybody's going to go up to the line and get ready here.
2nd and 5 is dangerous because this is where they can try for a home run ball on you right there.
Oh, and they didn't.
Nope,
incomplete. All right. So Cunningham was able to get a pass out. If he had successfully caught that, it would have been a first down. But Eldon was able to knock it out right before they caught it. So Hallsville with the ball at about the 43-yard line there, and they had moved it to the other side of the midfield, but it fell short. So
actually, the hard count.
They're up here at the 48-yard line.
Cross offsides here.
All right, so 3rd and 5, 4:05 to go here. Hallsville is going to snap the ball. We'll see what they decide to do with this one. Is it going to be another carry by Cunningham? Is he going to try to draw everybody offline? They're taking their time here, looking over at the sideline. All right, the snap, and it is going to be a long ball. They're going with the long ball, and it was overthrown. So they had thrown that ball down to about the 20-yard line, but overthrew the receiver for Hallsville.
Well, Eldon did a good job. They brought the pressure up the gut, which on that now brings up 4th down. But Kel Hammond there on the quarterback hurry there. I think that's what pretty much made that because that receiver was coming open.
Yeah, and Gabriel Jenkins was the intended receiver, and it just landed a little short of him. And so much like what happened to Eldon, that one was just a little bit of a rush, and they weren't able to get it targeted in just right. So we're up to 4th and 5 now. And if Eldon could get the ball back here, this would be some pretty good field position right at midfield. Cunningham pitches it off to the side, and they're going to get a run up the side.
Call it. Yeah, they got the flag. Yeah, the Eldon player, he was begging the ref to throw it, and the ref gave him what he wanted. And it was a good call, too, because it wasn't blocking the back out there on the edge.
So that's what we're going to have the call?
Yeah, it's going to come back.
All right. Well, that is
blocking the back.
Good fortune for Eldon. The block, the block in the back penalty is going to give the ball back to. They're calling it a Hallsville first down, though. Hold on.
Well, the announcer, I don't think, saw the flag.
Okay. I was going to say, they put it up on the screen, too. So we do have the flag now, and they're going to mark off the 5 yards, right?
Yeah, the Eldon kid, I'm going to tell you what, he ought to run for public office because he was over there selling it, man. He did a good job.
They convinced the scorekeepers and the announcers and confused us. All right, so now we are back to 4th and 9. That's what it should be. It's 4th down.
Should be about 4th and
9. 3:53 to go. And Hallsville's got one chance here to try to pick up the first down or not, or they'll turn it over to Eldon, and Eldon will now, player on the Eldon side jump there a little bit.
He didn't cross, so he's good. They're going to try to drag him off.
Yeah. All right, they get the snap off, and Eldon is bringing in the man, and if they can bring that guy down.
Job. Got him.
Nice tackle there. And it looked like Brendan Wilson was in on the tackle for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
And Hallsville is going to turn it over on downs, and Eldon is going to take over the ball at pretty much the 49-yard line of Hallsville. So they're on the Eldon's got a little time here, 3:29.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Yeah. And
they got a kicker, too. That kick can kick.
Can he?
A field goal, I mean, that's better than nothing, if nothing else. So.
All right, the Eldon Mustangs take over here with 3:29 to go in the first half, and our second quarter brought to you by Seidenstricker Novi Partners. And Eldon Mustangs to the line. In motion is Brisbane. Hines takes the snap. And we've got a break free here. Eldon Mustangs player coming down the sidelines there, makes it down to about the 25-yard line, and that is DeLong with another good carry.
Yeah.
Hines was able to get it off to DeLong, and he kind of took an angled off here to our near sideline, to the Hallsville sideline, and was able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And so we've got another Eldon Mustangs first down and another Martin Metal first down here in Hallsville. 3:10 to go. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 24-yard line. And we'll see what the Mustangs are going to do now. Just see Hines keep it himself. He hands it off. Nope, he did keep it himself. Yep. And he made a little headway, but then, man, he was stuffed by Hallsville. Once they got a hold of him, they put him on the turf. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10, it looks like to me, for Eldon.
Eldon's had their best success out on the edges.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this Hallsville team right up the middle, they're solid. They got some big boys, and they play good defense up the middle. So Eldon's had their most success out on the edges. Find a way to get out there.
All right, so Hines is back, or actually Eldon's back to the line. Hines is ready to take the snap, and he makes out the call. Puts Brisbane in motion again. And Hines is going to keep it out to the edge, and he moved up the hash line there. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards, 3 or 4 yards. We'll see how they spot that, and we'll take it up to the Hallsville 22-yard line. So it is 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs, so they only give him 2 on that. So 3rd and 8, 2 minutes to go, 2:02. Eldon is on the move here, and it'd be nice if they could close this first half out with another touchdown. They're going to have to move the ball, call some timeouts, or do something here to get things going, or just pick it all up here in one run, right?
That'd be nice.
All right, there goes Hines with the ball. He did not get out of the box, though. They were stuffed him there. They caught him, and that is a big defender for Hallsville. That is Jack Wooden, and he is 00, and he was a junior, able to get his hands on Hines and stop him. So now that brings up 4th and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you're on the wrong way. You don't want to do that. So that clock right now is running, fellas.
Yeah.
We got to go.
Yeah, it is 1:15 and running.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah. Eldon is running down the play clock. Play clock is down to 3, 2, and a timeout. All right, we get a timeout by the Eldon Mustangs. 1:03 to go, and they are looking to try to score here. You want to try to score before the half.
I'm trying to figure out what exactly is happening here. What they're unless they're planning on trying to kick a field goal here, which I don't know.
So we have a Lloyd Belt timeout, we'll just say real quick, and then Eldon will be back out here on the field. They obviously are putting together a plan here for this last minute, and whether they're going to try to kick a field goal or whether they're going to try to go for some big home run play to the end zone.
Even if you go for it and you don't make it, you're probably, I'm guessing, you're only leaving Hallsville with a minute. You're trying to just leave them with the least amount of time as possible to go to the field.
Maybe play protect then.
But they're scary because they've showed that they can score quick. So
yeah. We're coming to the end of our Seiden-Strickernobe second quarter. We will have our halftime show coming up in just a bit. We'll talk about some of the other games around the area. And, of course, coming up tomorrow on KS95, got Missouri Tigers football. And Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs back with us on KS95. And how about that?
Homecoming for Mizzou tomorrow, wouldn't it? I think against UMass.
Is it? Is it homecoming? That might be right. I did hear some stuff about the homecoming parade this week. All right, Eldon, 4th and 10, 1:03. And got to pick up some yardage here. Hines is out of the box. He threw it. He's got a receiver. He got a receiver for a first down. And I can't make out the number. It's on the far side of the field over in front of on the Eldon side.
I think that's Brisbane. I think
All
so.
right.
Is that number? No, that's not. That's number 14. That is Brendan Wilson.
All right. Brendan Wilson picks up the first down. That was a Hines got out of the box there and was able to throw it down, and there was a spot in the middle there where he picked up the ball and was able to pick it up. So now we're down to the 10-yard line. We got 43 seconds. Clock is running.
Clock's running. We got to go.
All right, Eldon needs to get off a snap here, pick up some yardage, see what they can do. Do they have another 10-yard play? Hines is going to carry the ball himself this time. Push him up. Yep, they're pushing him up and get him up to about the 5-yard line. The official is walking out on the 5-yard line, and we have a timeout called. It looks like, I'm assuming, a timeout by Eldon. So 25 seconds to go. Eldon picked up a big chunk, got a first down, and now they have moved the ball down to, is it at the 5-yard line?
I think it's
so. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We've got a Lloyd Belt timeout. Eldon is on the sidelines with Coach Griffin there making plans for how they're going to try to get this ball into the end zone in the last 25 seconds. The Seiden-Stricker-Nobe Partners second quarter here.
What's that scoreboard say? Is that one more timeout for Eldon, JT? Is that
it looks like it, yes. I believe that's got one more timeout for Eldon. Hallsville is out of timeouts, and they wouldn't probably take one here anyway, but Eldon could
They're going to need one.
get a play,
unless they score.
call a timeout. Yeah, so 2nd and 5, and Eldon is at the 5-yard line. They're coming out. They're ready to. They're lining up. Hallsville is still in the huddle, and now they're going to move out to get lined up here. So, what do you think? What does Eldon do? Try to get it out on the edge here?
It's going to be in Mr. Hines' hands. That's all I do know.
It's on the far hash, and they've got a space on the
If
near
you pass
side
it,
here.
the clock stops. So that's one thing. So they may look to throw something just to get the clock to stop if they don't make it.
Okay. All right. In motion, Hines is going to throw it right down the middle. Right down the middle. They got the touchdown. So Eldon Mustangs, we'll see if we can get the play there on that.
Chase Atkinson on the reception there, the touchdown catch. That was a nice job. Nice ball, nice catch.
That was a good move by the Mustangs. They knew what they were going for, and they had him cutting right to the middle of the field, and he was in the end zone right in the middle, and Hines connected. So they get it to 22-13, 21 seconds to go. Eldon is getting ready to attempt the extra point here. And
got it.
It is good. All right. So Eldon picks up the extra point. It is 22-14 with 21 seconds to go. We'll be back for our final play of the half in just a moment on KS95 Sports.
Custom railing stairs that gleam. Awnings made just like your dream. American Sun controls the name. Since 1985, they lead the game. Screen enclosures keep bugs at bay. Enjoy your summer every day. Family owned and local too. American Sun Control. Made for you.
We are back here at Hallsville. Coach, if you can take it for a little bit, what's going on with the Versailles Tigers tonight?
We have, what do we got? We are in the second quarter. We're playing the number 3 Warsaw Wildcats. The score is 48-0, but we got a lot of young kids, and we got a lot of injuries, too.
Yeah.
They just got to keep hanging in there and keep working. That's all you got to do if you're Versailles.
All right. We've got 21 seconds to go here in this half. It is 22-14 Hallsville. Eldon has fought their way back into this here at the end of the second quarter.
That was a great drive they just had.
Kickoff to Hallsville, and they fumbled it. They were not able to get it, and it rolled out of bounds. 2 Hallsville players trying to scramble it down, and they could not get their hands on it, and it squirts out of bounds there on Jenkins. So,
hey, that's a good kick. No return.
Yeah.
And that's what you don't want is a return from these guys.
As we have seen them do that once. It's a good, so.
They got some athletes.
All right, so 18 seconds. Hallsville in the huddle here. They're going to take over the ball. Where are they going to take over the ball at? Their own 18, it looks like.
Yeah.
So they don't have, we mentioned this, they don't have any timeouts. Eldon is out of timeouts as well. So what are you going to do? Are you just going to get one play here? And
if I'm Eldon, I'm dropping them back. I just want to get them down. I don't care what they get. I don't care about what play they run. Just don't let them score.
All right. So
18 seconds, run it out.
All right, so that's what the coach suggests here, so we'll see what happens as we come to the end of the Side and Stricker-Nobe Partners second quarter, and our broadcast brought to you by Hewlett Automotive in Camdenton. We're here in Hallsville. Hallsville leads Eldon 22-14, 18 seconds to go in the half. Hallsville with the ball at their own 18.
Dropping the safeties back, just keep it all in front of you.
And they tried to put a line right in front of the quarterback and try to move him down the field. He is going to get a first down.
Yeah.
He picked up about 13 yards and brought it down to the 34-yard line. 10 seconds to go. So if they get one more play like that, Eldon stops them. That's the end of the half. All right, so Hallsville's back. This time they're looking to pass, and the pass is no good. And we're down to 2 seconds to go. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Playing good defense, keep it all in front of you is all you got to do.
Yeah, it was interesting on the run there by Cunningham for Hallsville. They had put a couple of big boys in front of him trying to push open a line, just get him as far as they could get him down the field. And they were able to, did get a first down, but now it's 2nd and 10 with 2 seconds. So it's either home run or halftime.
They just let her fly here.
Home run or halftime. Well, they're going to throw it off to the side to number 10. He moves it up the field a little bit, but he is not going to pick up first down, and that is how we're going to end the first half. It is 22-14. Hallsville leads Eldon thanks to our second quarter sponsor, Side and Stricker Nobi Partners. We will be back with our halftime show in just a moment. JT Grolt, Jason Vansel at Hallsville on KS95 Sports.
In a world where energy powers your every moment, one company dares to go beyond keeping the lights on. Hitachi Energy in Jefferson City is looking for new team members with manufacturing skills. If you have experience in welding, painting, cabinet assembly, and can operate a fork truck, then you can join a team that inspires progress. Change your future today at Hitachi Energy. Go to HitachiEnergy.com and click on careers.
Hi, I'm Jason Blankenship, owner of Jason Blankenship CPA LLC. As the year quickly draws to a close, it's time to start thinking about tax planning strategies for your farm and business. We are happy to meet with you and help you see where things stand for the year. We can also give you advice on ways to spend money to help you grow your business, all while maximizing your tax savings. No matter what your tax, payroll, or accounting needs are, Jason Blankenship CPA LLC has got you covered. Celebrating 10 years of service to the Central Missouri area and looking forward to many more. Give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop by and see us at 401 East North Street in Eldon.
Oh, man, look at this bozo. He thinks he's gonna have a day at the lake with his family. Wait till they see what we built last night, dude. He thinks his lake home is nice. And he thinks he's, like, master angler. Oh, please. I caught 7 moths last night. All right, dude, here he comes, here he comes. All right, I'm gonna try to get in his mouth, dude. Welcome to the lake, dude.
Nasty lake spiders on your dock? Not your friend. Your friend in the pest control business is Steve with Steve's Pest Control.
I'm Steve, your friend in the pest control business. Pests are relentless and persistent. That's why they're called pests. When any of my crew from Steve's Pest Control come to solve your pest problem, the problem will be solved. I guarantee it.
Now you got a friend in the pest control business, Steve's Pest Control.
Welcome to our Hy-Vee halftime show, KS95 and MoSportsZone. We're here at Hallsville. Well, Hallsville leads Eldon 22-14. Coach Jason Vansel, JT Grolt, and Joshua Vansel on the camera for us tonight. Colton is in Pleasant Hill with Warrensburg. Britt is off working somewhere.
Yeah, what'd she play hooky for?
I don't know. So, I was told earlier this week that she started setting up the plans to come up here, and then I was told that earlier today that Colton sent out a text that, hey, it's going to be JT with you, and you guys are going to have to babysit him. And she was concerned about having to babysit me. And then I left the station for a little bit, and then when I came back, she's like, nope, I'm out. I am not going up there with JT. I looked, it's an hour and a half. He's going to talk about old man stuff I can't do with this. So.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're here at halftime at Hallsville. It is homecoming, by the way. They've got their homecoming ceremonies going on and a haunted music box on the field.
I want to see what this is. I'm trying to figure out how that fits into homecoming.
All right. Well, Jason, it is 22-14, and Hallsville obviously is leading this game, but a couple of their scores were pretty fast, big plays that if Eldon had have not let those plays get away from them, it would be even closer.
Yeah, that first drive that Hallsville had, I mean, Eldon, it's hard to prepare for passing like that in a practice.
Yeah.
You just don't have, unless you have 100 kids at practice, it's hard to prepare for that. And Eldon kind of got caught in like deer in the headlights, I think, on that first drive. The second drive, they just beat him with speed in one play.
Yeah.
I don't count that as a big deal. I mean, you made a mistake, but what counts is Eldon, despite all that, I felt like for a while there that Hallsville was dominating this game. The score's 14-22.
Right, yes.
Eldon is right back in it, and they have showed they can move the ball too. They're having a tough time up the gut because Hallsville's got a pretty solid interior defense, but this is going to be a ball game. I got a feeling this is going to be a close game, and Eldon has fought back every step of the way, and they're right in it.
In the second half, if Eldon can slow down Hallsville a little bit, stop them from scoring.
You don't have to, total them, but slow them down.
Stop them from scoring one possession and get this game back to tied or within a point.
Yep.
And then you're back on track.
And Eldon's had some drives that's ate up some clock too. So I mean, that's the best way to stop Hallsville.
And
Eldon's let their offense out there.
Eldon's got their big players out there. They're making the plays.
Yeah.
We had one play where Hines was tackled and the ball came loose, and that resulted in a score.
Turnovers has been costly. That has been honestly, without that the fumble there. This is a tied game.
Yeah.
So.
And it is probably going to remain close here in the second half, the way it seems. And you've got Eldon, who's 3-1, and Hallsville, who's 1-3. But Hallsville's played some pretty big teams. Eldon's one loss was to state-ranked Osage last week. So some big plays there.
The Lake Ozark Hate Fest, or whatever they call it.
I don't know if they call it that.
Them and Osage, man, I tell you what, that's an old school.
I don't know if they call that or not. If you're watching on MoSportsZone, you can see that haunted music box out there on the middle of the field.
What is the purpose of it, though?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out.
Is it a movie? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know. We are intrigued, that's for sure. All right. Well, it is the Hy-Vee halftime here at KS95 Sports and MoSportsZone. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, talk about some of the other games going on around the area and some of the other exciting sports coming up this weekend. We are in Hallsville. It is 22-14. Hallsville leads Eldon. I'm JT Grohl, KS95 Sports.
Since 1991, Capital Monuments and the Atterbury family has served and supported the Mid-Missouri area. They've been offering generations of memorial experience by designing and creating the highest quality monuments. At Capital Monuments, they specialize in creating personalized and lasting tributes, from pre-need and at-need family memorials to military and community tributes. Come in and talk with one of their monument design specialists. They're located west of Jefferson City in Apache Flats, or visit capitalmonuments.com for photo samples. Capital Monuments, the tribute that lasts forever.
With a Citizens Bank debit card, you'll never have to wonder if your check will be accepted. Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. You can use your card anywhere a MasterCard debit card is accepted. To make purchases at your favorite merchant, get cash in an ATM, or to make a purchase online. Your purchases will be deducted from your checking account and will appear on your monthly statement. Ask for an application. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading Air Ease products. Every Air Ease product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, for reliable products offered by reliable people, called DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
Looking for a new place to call home? Dunn Property Management is now taking applications for move-in ready new construction units in Eldon. Enjoy hassle-free living with rent that includes snow removal and lawn care. Locally owned and operated, Dunn Property Management offers a full-time maintenance staff and office manager, so you're always taken care of. Close to churches, shopping, and parks, your perfect home is waiting. Stop by 1203 South Business 54 in Eldon or call 573-569-1200. That's 573-569-1200 for Dunn Property Management. In the heart of the community, Lloyd Belt Automotive continues to grow, driven by their love for neighbors like you. With a large selection of premium low-mileage vehicles, they're here to fuel your excitement. Whether it's hard-working trucks or spacious SUVs that blend luxury with comfort, find your dream ride and save thousands. Every vehicle on the lot passes through a rigorous 172-point inspection, ensuring reliability. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with their complimentary 12-month, 12,000-mile powertrain warranty, all without those pesky dealer fees. Live free, go anywhere with Lloyd Belt Automotive.
Hey guys, Colton Taylor here. Sports season keeps me running, but I can keep up with it thanks to Versailles Total Fitness. Their 24-hour gym means I can always find time to get in a workout. Their spacious gym with free weights, cable machines, 4 new treadmills, and even an assisted dip and pull-up machine makes reaching your fitness goals easier. You can become a healthier you today at Versailles Total Fitness at 131 North Monroe, or just give them a call at 573-789-6800.
All right, we're back here at Hallsville. It is halftime, 22-14. Hallsville leads Eldon, and halftime festivities and homecoming festivities going on here at Hallsville. They just crowned the homecoming king and queen, and they have moved the haunted music box to center of the field, so right in the midfield there. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Jason, I now have a new nickname. It is Timu Colton. I am the cheap version of Colton. So it is what it is.
Does that mean he's Amazon JT?
Right, exactly. Right, exactly. So, yeah, I don't know what all that's about. But, yeah, Colton is out on assignment doing another game for our Benny Media broadcast company, and we appreciate that we have him available out to do those games, and glad I could come in here. But like I said like I said before the game, in almost 40 years in radio, this is my first high school football play-by-play, and I don't know a lot about football, but you're keeping me on track.
You're doing good, man. You're doing good.
You're keeping me on track here, so we're glad to do it. And so halftime here, and we've got some great teams in our Missouri area, and I was going to go over some of the matchups, and some of these are on our MoSportsZone tonight. Our broadcast, of course, is Eldon at Hallsville. It is 22-14. Versailles is at Warsaw, playing a number 3 in Class 2 Warsaw Wildcats. Warsaw had a history. I mean, back in the day, they were always one of the top teams in the state, and they seem to be making a return to that way now.
Some of them old Randy Morrow teams back in the that school almost went to soccer until they brought Coach Morrow in. Then they turned them into a powerhouse, and now they're getting back to it again.
And they are football. Obviously, they got a great weightlifting program because football, and they're great at wrestling as well. Warsaw Wildcats.
They are.
Another big matchup is California at Osage. Osage is ranked number 8 in Class 3. That game is on Cool 102.7 and MoSportsZone. Osage last week defeated these Eldon Mustangs. We're watching tonight. The Camdenton Lakers, they are down just a little bit, been having a tough season, and Battle is at Camdenton tonight. The boss, Denny Benny, has that on Mix 92.7 and MoSportsZone. So that's another team looking to get their first win of the season. I think Camdenton's 0-4.
They are up right now, 28-6, I believe. So
Camdenton is.
Yeah, maybe. I don't want to knock on wood, but that may be their first victory in this season.
Now we've got Eldon and Hallsville here, which is Tri-County Conference matchup, and you've got 2 other Tri-County Conference teams that are matched up that are a big matchup. Blair Oaks is number 1 in Class 2, and Boonville is number 6 in Class 3. So those are 2 top 10 teams, and you talk about it in Tri-County. I mean, so many ranked teams.
Boonville's like number 5. Is that who they're playing tonight, I believe?
Blair Oaks and Boonville.
Yeah, and Blair Oaks with 2 minutes left in the first half is up 34-0.
Wow.
So that gives you, because Boonville is solid.
Yeah.
So what's that tell you about Blair Oaks? I mean, you're talking semi-pro level right there.
And in a couple of weeks on October the 10th, we will have Eldon at Blair Oaks. So it's not going to get easier for the Eldon Mustangs.
It never is in the Tri-County.
The Tipton Cardinals football team. I mean, you want to talk basketball now, 2 years in a row. Tipton is ranked number 3 in Class 1. They are at Harrisburg tonight. So the Tipton Cardinals
That'll be
are
a
on
tough
the road.
one. That was a great matchup in the playoffs last year,
Right.
I remember.
Yeah. And Russellville at South Callaway, you and I on the way up here were talking a bit about Russellville. They are now getting votes for the top 10 in Class 1, and that is a fairly new program. They built it from the ground up,
They
right?
built that sucker from their youth sports up. That is a homegrown program, and they're doing a great job over there. And, man, it's just, I mean, what is that, about 10 years? Time flies.
Yeah.
That program's probably about 10 years old now, but look what they've done in just a short amount of time. I mean,
and I know when it was developed because they thought they would have some people to move in there that might not be able to play at some of the other schools.
Well, it helps when you're close to Jeff City. Some of that, I mean, it does help. But Tim Rulo, who used to be the head coach up at Elias, is their coach now. And he's done a good job of building that program.
Yeah.
He's very involved in it. He texted me last week about some youth stuff. So, I mean, he may be, in the varsity level, but he's in that program from top to bottom, and that's how it's got to be.
Well, congratulations to Russellville. I mean, a small school that has decided to start football when other programs are struggling with numbers. They've built it up, and now they're making their way out. Russellville at South Callaway. And then one more real quick. We've got Lone Jack with Kingsville at Cole Camp. Cole Camp Bluebirds playing tonight. So
Coach Shear over there, you never know. I don't care what Cole Camp's record ever is. Coach Shear is an unbelievable coach in football and basketball. I mean, he is Cole Camp, but...
And I'm just going to, as an outsider, I mean, I attend a few high school football games, but the facilities in the Central Missouri area too. I mean, you look at Cole Camp, you look at Russellville, Tipton is improving theirs, Blair Oaks, Camdenton, Osage, Eldon, Versailles, and we're here at Hallsville.
I mean, what I like was I was telling this the guy over here in the room next to me a while ago is what's awesome is we pulled in. You saw tailgate parties out here under canopies. Every town, every school has its own flavor of how they do Friday night, and that's what I really enjoy of all these Friday night trips. Is just seeing how each town does this and kind of what their little spin on Friday night is. But you're right. It's beautiful facilities, great crowds. And, man, we are blessed because we have a lot of state-ranked football all around Versailles right now.
Yeah, I thought we'd run through some of these. In Class 6, the number one team in the state is Nixa. And since we're doing an Eldon Mustangs game, we can talk a little bit about Nixa because they got a kid named Jackson Cantwell.
Yeah.
And he is an All-American high school offensive tackle at Nixa. And he is one of the top football recruits in the class of 2026.
I think he may be the top.
He is, I believe, yes.
Is it $4 million NIL deal or something like that, I think I heard.
And he is also a top track and field athlete and a high school national champion shot putter.
Yeah.
And his parents, Christian Cantwell, an Eldon alum and Olympic shot putter. His mother, Terry Steer Cantwell, was also an Olympic athlete as well. I think she was in track and field as well. So Jackson plays at Nixa. He is committed to play college football at the University of Miami. So,
I think it's a $4 million NIL deal. Could you imagine being a high school kid? Knowing, you know,
I'm 56 years old. I'd take $4 million today, and I would run out by next week. But anyway, congratulations to Jackson. And the Nixa football program is great. And Ryan Retone that does sports for us, and he has been doing the Warrensburg games. He is from Nixa and went to school there, and him and his brother played baseball and football and stuff down there.
It's a great school, man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful. They got the most beautiful 100-yard indoor facility you ever saw.
Really?
Oh, I mean, it's sitting there like Mizzou's.
Yeah.
100-yard full indoor facility. Wow.
So Nixa is number one in Class 6, and Helias has also started getting votes in Class 6, and Helias is a great team.
Yeah,
in Class 5, we've got Platte County, which is number one there. And then we move down to Class 4. You've got Kearney, that is number one there. In Class 3 is where we start to see some of teams we'd be familiar with. Seneca is the number one team in Class 3. Boonville, we've talked about tonight, they are number 6. They are 3-1. Osage is number 8 in Class 3. They are 3-1. And Knob Noster, which Versailles played Knob Noster.
Knob's ranked now?
Knob is ranked 9th in Class 3, and they're 4-0. So they're undefeated right now. So those are in Class 3. And you go down to Class 2, we've already talked about Blair Oaks. They are the number one team in Class 2. Right behind them is Lamar, which is a long-time outstanding
program.
program.
Over Tipton the other day. I mean, they're great.
Yeah, and we can talk about that. The good thing for Tipton, Tipton's Class 1, Lamar is now Class 2, so they wouldn't end up playing the playoffs.
They won't play in the playoffs, but man, what a matchup.
Yeah, and Warsaw is ranked number 3 in Class 2. And we mentioned Centralia earlier. That's one of the teams that defeated Hallsville. They are 9th in Class 2. And then down to Class 1, it is Thayer, Marionville, and Tipton in Class 3. And as I mentioned, Russellville is now starting to get a few votes in the Class 1 as well.
That's pretty cool. I sure didn't know that, but I would love to see Russellville sneak in there. It's just nice when you have state-ranked football all around you like that. It's just good for your area. It's good for your sports. It's good for your kids. It's good for everybody.
And I know you as a former football player and a coach and stuff like that, you're doing games with us now, but you enjoy getting out and seeing these programs.
I do.
And I know that you're a big sports fan. So even when we don't have a local team playing, you go to the Final Four in basketball.
Yeah.
You go to a lot of those.
I'm a Versailles Tiger to my bone marrow, but I do love getting out and even doing these Eldon games. I love just seeing young athletes excel. I love seeing all this good football around us right now.
Yeah.
It's just fun. No matter where you go, you're going to get a good game.
And talking about some good sports, how about we talk about the Missouri Tigers? They host UMass tomorrow. Pregame will begin at 4:30 on KS95, and kickoff is at 6:30. And we have deduced that we think that's homecoming.
It is homecoming, and the guy, the announcer's over here next to me. Can't think of the kid's name. Nice guy. He told me that UMass is the last place team in FBS. So Mizzou better come out and take care of business. I think he said they're 133 out of 133.
That would be a tough loss.
it better be over by halftime.
Yeah, Mizzou's ranked now in the top around 20, something like that.
Yeah, Mizzou better come out, and they look pretty good this year so far. Their running back, that Hardy kid, is unbelievable. I think he might be may possibly get in the Heisman conversation. And so, the quarterback.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressed.
Yes, Colton was talking about this week. The quarterback. There's two of the running backs that are.
They have Hardy and Roberts, the other kid, who they don't go down easy at all. I mean,
and they said Roberts is closer to number 2 than number 2 is to Hardy and number 1.
Yes, I mean, I was really impressed by that. They got some old school running backs, man. A couple of years ago, the Cody Schrader kid really brought us some success. But, man, I'll tell you what, this Hardy kid, he's fun. I thought Schrader was fun. This kid did some things last week that were unbelievable on keeping his feet moving. If you ever want to give a clinic to a young player about how to keep your feet moving as running back, show them Hardy's runs, because I don't get impressed by much anymore, but last week my jaw hit the floor on a few of his runs. I could not believe what I was watching. So you got a running back like that, you're going to go far if you're Mizzou.
Our young man Colton Taylor, of course, gets me hooked on TikTok, and so I have to go to TikTok. And one of the things that was blowing up TikTok this week was Mizzou drop kicking the ball all the time.
Yeah.
They drop kicked the ball about 5 times, and they had Coach Drinkwitz at the post game talking about it in the interview, and he said that they were trying to target where the ball would go so that they could target the return.
Yep.
They did not want to get it to the big receiver, to the person that would return it, so they could target it that way. And the kicker had been doing that since high school, so they knew he could do it.
You know how good you'd have to be just to be able to pinpoint drop kick things. I couldn't. I wouldn't even. I'd kick my shoe off out of bounds or something. I don't know how they do it. But Mizzou, they're going to be fun to watch this year.
We are getting close to the kickoff for the second half here, and I just do want to mention we got Chiefs football on Sunday. The Ravens at the Chiefs. Pregame is at 2. Kickoff is at 3:25. We announced the return of the Chiefs on KS95 last week, and I think a lot of folks. I had people asking this week, so is it just 1 week? And it's like, no, it's all season long. It's the rest of the year out, and we have a multi-year deal to keep the Chiefs on KS95 now. So we need
just
them.
got to keep them in Kansas City.
Oh my, I hadn't even thought about that. Now you've got me worried. So anyway, all right, this is our Hy-Vee halftime. We are just about ready for the kickoff of the second half. The clock is winding down. The Mustangs are out here, but we do not have Hallsville back out yet. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with our second half of action, the Hy-Vee halftime show, KS95 and MoSportsZone.com.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. See you at The Shed.
Just like this little one. All right, we're back here at Hallsville. It is Hallsville leading Eldon 22-14, and they added time to the clock. I guess the first clock was just for the halftime activities.
Halftime goes down, then you get your 3-minute.
Okay.
But I didn't see any Hallsville players out here. That should be a penalty.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the referees walking out there and making some signals. Hallsville is now coming out onto the field. Eldon has been out there for a little bit. So we've got a couple of minutes here. We've talked about it. We think the big thing would be a good start for the Mustangs. Either on offense, they would get a nice drive, move down the field, obviously score some points. On defense, they need to slow Hallsville down.
Slow them down.
They had some success in both.
They had a turnover. They got a turnover on them there that one time, got a pick. So they just got to keep plugging. This Eldon kids have always been tough, man. I've always said I don't care what level. They're always tough. They're always resilient. And they're going to find a way to stay in this game.
Colton is checking up on us, wants to know if we're having fun. What would you like me to tell him?
Yes, if he's not here, we're having a blast.
Okay. Yes, we're having fun. All right, so I sent text to Colton to tell him, yes, we're having fun. I didn't ask him if he's having fun. I can ask him that too. Are you having fun? Because he may have he may have a different situation than we do here. So anyway, well, thanks to Coach Jason Vansel here for helping me out tonight, and for Joshua for being up on the hill there, up on the roof with the camera. He's been doing a great job for us as we are just down to just about a minute away from starting the second half here, and our third quarter sponsor is American Sun Control, and our title sponsor is Hewlett Automotive in Camdenton. And Jason, I'm going to need some help here. We're going to need to be keeping out for a play of the game and also for a healthy hit. And so we've had some of those. I think, unfortunately, the healthiest hit was when Hallsville hit Hines and knocked the ball loose. But it is getting ready to start here on our second half. We're going to take one more quick break. We'll be back with the second half, KS95 Sports.
Excellence isn't a word we use lightly. It's earned through decades of dedication to our patients and community. Because of this, Lake Regional has been selected to join the Mayo Clinic Care Network. In other words, world-renowned excellence sees the same excellence in us. Lake Regional Health System. Excellence lives here. Learn more about our new collaboration at lakeregional.com/Mayo.
We are back here at Hallsville. Thanks to them for being so hospitable to us. They set us up with a great facility here, got our own private booth, and just
nice.
Someone check in on us, make sure we had the refreshments we needed, so we appreciate that. As we get ready to start our third quarter here, our American Sun Control third quarter. When I hear a loud bang like that, I worry about Joshua, but I check the camera and he seems to be okay.
He's still up there, right?
Exactly, yeah. So, all right. Well, we are excited to see how this second half goes. Colton had told me he thought this would be a pretty good matchup, and so far it has been. And Hallsville leading 22-14. They had a quick score, and then they also scored on a turnover. So that's kind of the difference in the game here, really.
Yeah, it looked like Hallsville was going to start running away with it, but Eldon clawed their way back in it. So let's see it. We get a good return here. Who knows?
Hallsville seems to score quick. Eldon seems to take their time moving it down, and so like I said, Eldon needs to stop one possession where they can get a touchdown. Hallsville kicks it off to Eldon. Eldon is returning the ball, picked up the ball at about the 15-yard line, and pushed out of bounds at the 30 for Eldon. So Eldon will be taking over on their own 30 as we start our American Sun Control third quarter here in Hallsville. We'll get quarterback Drew Hines back out there for the Eldon Mustangs, and their offensive line, has been playing very well.
Yeah, offensive line has done a very good job for Eldon.
And as we've talked about, Hines has kept the ball a lot, but he has mixed it up a little bit. He's went up the middle. He's had some lucky cuts to the outside and picked up some ground there.
If he gets on the edge in that open space, he's a lot more effective, it seems like, tonight against this Hallsville defense.
Yeah, and Hallsville's defense is spread out right now, and so this could be an opportunity for Hines to pick up some yardage.
Yep,
there he goes. Yep. He's going off onto his side of the field and dives down, flips over, and picks up about 5 yards. So a nice first play to start the second half here for the Eldon Mustangs with quarterback Drew Hines picking up. Actually, now I think they're going to be generous.
Yeah,
they're going
finally.
They're going to be generous this time, and it looks like it's 2nd down and 3. That's what they say that is, 2nd down and 3. It looks like 4 to me, but what do I know? This is my first game.
So. Getting off as older I get because everything looks farther.
All right, Hines going to take the snap here, and it's another handoff. This one's going to run off to the edge here.
Turn it. There it is.
Turn
there it
and
is.
Burn. And we're up to the 50-yard line, 45. And the Eldon Mustangs bring the ball down to the 45. That was DeLong.
That's DeLong, yeah.
DeLong got the handoff from Hines and was able to bring it back up here. And we've got another Martin Metal first down as
solid start so far for the Mustangs.
Yes, they're moving the ball well. They started when they picked up the ball from the kickoff. It was at the 10. Then they brought it up to the 30. And now they just picked up another 25 yards. So, yeah. All right, they're at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Eldon will snap the ball. And Hines going to keep it again. And he cuts to the outside again. And maybe picked up a yard that time. That one wasn't quite successful, but he did pick up some positive yardage, so that's going to take him up to 2nd and 9.
Yeah, as long as you're going upfield, and I'm fine with that because if I'm Eldon, I don't want to score quick. I want to keep that Hallsville offense off the field.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. I mean, score if you can score, but yeah, if you can run some time down, that would be good.
Before we do it.
Yeah, 10:30 to go in the the third quarter here, brought to you by American Sun Control. Eldon to the line and the snap, and Hines going to keep it again, and I think he might have lost some yardage there.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, there's nothing in the middle of that Hallsville defense.
That's going to move it back to the back behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to be back to 3rd and 11 now. So 3rd. All right, 3rd and 11. That's where they're at. They finally changed the scoreboard here as Eldon is going to pick it up. They had success running outside. You're going to have to mix it up a little bit, or Hallsville's going to pick up on that. And so now Hines is going to drop back here. Oh, and he was hoping to make a pass, but
we just got bailed out here.
Something happened, yeah. Hines was sacked back at about the 43-yard line, but we do have a flag thrown on the play, so we'll see what the play is. And they're pointing down to the Hallsville players. So
face mask?
I don't know. We'll see what the call is here. Hopefully we'll get a call here for us so we can interpret from this distance. That was a face mask, and it was on Hallsville, so that's going to move Eldon back down the field, right?
Let's see what kind of variety it is, because if it's from the spot of the foul, it doesn't really help much.
All right.
Still 3rd and 15.
Yeah, 3rd and 15. So Eldon's going to need to do something here. Hines went back there looking for a pass on that one, and Hallsville was ready for him. They brought everybody down the gut there, and they were able to flush him out and get the sack. So 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16 now. They say 9:20 to go. Hines going to try to throw again, and he is flushed out of the pocket, but he's going to run it. He is probably going to run it out of bounds, it looks like, at about the 44-yard line. Well, they moved way on up there, so they're up to the 38-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, hey, you can go for it now,
Yeah,
though.
so what are you down to now? It looks like you're at 4th and 4. 4th and 3 is what they put on the scoreboard.
That was a big play by
That
Hines,
was,
honestly.
yeah.
That was a huge play.
He had moved out to pass, was flushed out of the pocket, and then saw a little running room and brought it down the field, got out of bounds. 9:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 3. Eldon with the ball. Hines is back to take the snap. He dries his hands on the towel and sets his feet. Gets a player in motion there. And he's looking to pass again. He's not going to get the pass, but he's got the ground.
There it is.
I think he picked up the first down there. Yeah, he was looking for the pass, was not able to get a pass off, but then saw an opening and was able to move it down to get another first down. That's another Martin Medal first down for the Eldon Mustangs, and they have moved the ball down to about the 33-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah.
They're at Hallsville's 33-yard line, and they have taken off about little over 3 minutes off the clock on this drive.
That was a gutsy first down. He just put his shoulder
It
down.
was.
He got
It was.
man.
Yeah. It looked like he was going to get sacked. He found a little bit of land and was able to pick up some yardage, get a first down for the Mustangs. The snap and the handoff and bounces off of the defenders and looking for some room on the outside and just got tripped up. One of the Hallsville players was able to make a shoestring tackle there, and that was a tripped up Brisbane.
Brisbane, kind of tripped up by Dalvin Smith there of Hallsville. That was a nice play on defense. But
Yeah, and good for DeLong. He was looking for an opening. He bounced off. He hit the line. There was no space. He spun out and was headed to the sideline, which is the exact same way that that Hines was able to pick up his long yardage, but one of the Hallsville players was able to pick him up. So now we're at 2nd and 11, 8:06 to go in the 3rd quarter. Eldon has had the ball the entire time here so far, over 4 minutes off the clock. Hines is going to take the snap, and he is going to pass it, hand it off again, handed it off to Hammond, and Hammond was stuffed and is going to maybe even lose another yard.
that's one right there where you want to keep it. Hines probably could have kept it, because if he did, there was a hole up the middle because they all bid on Hammond on that one.
Yeah, and so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 maybe.
Yeah, they just had a 3rd and 15, and Hines bailed him out on that one. So he got, got a little more magic in the hat.
All right, let's see what happens. 7:28 to go. The Eldon Mustangs, long 3rd here, 3rd and 14. They're at the 37-yard line, and Hines takes it. This time he is going to pass it, and he gets a pass off to number 7. That is off to Chase Atkinson, and he picks it up, but it's just going to get him back to the line of scrimmage.
That was supposed to be a hook and ladder play there.
Yeah.
They threw it to Atkinson, and number 13, Brisbane, was coming around the side. He was supposed to pitch that, but he got tackled too quick.
Yeah.
Be looking for that to come back, because that was a hook and ladder coming right
That was a design play that didn't get to the...
They got the hook. They didn't get the ladder.
Fully developed. Did not get it fully developed. So they got back to the line of scrimmage. So now they're 4th and 10 and 6:45 to go. So Eldon Mustangs at the 33-yard line. And we've got Hines back to take the snap. And he's up.
We had him back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we got a timeout first.
Get a timeout from Hallsville.
Yep.
Yeah, Hines was looking to pass again, but we got a timeout. This one is on Hallsville, so we're going to take a timeout as well. It is 6:38 to go in the 3rd, 22-14. Eldon has the ball, 4th and 10 with KS95 Sports.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Polylift boat lifts. In 1975, Gerald Ford was president, gas was 53 cents a gallon, and Saturday Night Live debuted. It's also the year Polylift boat lifts was born. 50 years later, Polylift is still the best boat lift you can own. Trust Polylift, built with quality and integrity for 50 years. Remember, for the last 50 years and the next 50 to come, you know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We are back here at Hallsville. It's 22-14. Everybody is missing Colton, especially Jason Mansell. It is 6:38. We are 4th and 10. It's going to be a long ride home. It is the American Sun Control third quarter here in Hallsville, and Joshua up there on the camera is doing a great job. If you're watching on MoSportsZone.com, we appreciate that. You can check out some of the other games going on our MoSportsZone app as well and check around some of the scores. But here in Hallsville, Eldon has had the ball for the entire third quarter so far. They ran off almost half the quarter.
Been a nice drive so far for the Eldon Mustangs. Just got to finish it, man.
Yeah, so we're at 4th and 10. They're at the 33-yard line, and Hallsville called a timeout. Right at just as the ball was snapped, they got the timeout called, and it looked like Hines was going to go back for another short pass. It looked like
Hallsville saw something they didn't like and didn't think they were prepared for, because this is a huge down right here.
All right, so we'll see what happens here for Hallsville and Eldon. Eldon is coming to the line here, 4th and 10. It is the American Sun Control third quarter. Hallsville leads Eldon 22-14.
Look for a screen out there in the flat. They got trips out to the left, so.
Oh, I just realized on our scoreboard it still says the first quarter. I don't know how to change that. So.
There you go. Nice.
And that was Berenson with...
Oh, no, wait. That ref... Okay.
So,
I was going to say, I thought he called him a yard short.
Yeah, Berenson picks up the first down. Did they? Did they call him just short?
Oh, my Lord. I thought he got it.
Yeah. It was a nice call for Berenson. A nice carry. He picked up 9 yards, but did not get the first down that Eldon needed.
Yeah, just a little throw out there in the flat to Kendall Hammond. Man, I thought he got that, but he sure didn't, did he?
All
That's
right.
a nice little play.
So Hallsville is going to take over at the 25-yard line with 6:23 to go. So, as I was saying on our video screen, I realized it still says it is the first quarter. I don't know how to change that. I apologize.
I have no help at all.
That's all right. That's all right. So, it is the third quarter, the American Sun Control third quarter. Hallsville with the snap, and I think Cunningham kept the ball, and he was stuffed.
Yeah, Eldon made him pay for that decision there. That was a great job. I'm not sure what was that, number, I think number 4, was that Damian Fisher in there on that?
Could have been, yes.
Or
and
maybe
so
number 2, Berenson maybe in there. That was just a nice job by the Eldon defense right there.
So I thought they lost some yardage, but they still say it is 2nd and 10.
I thought they lost 3. Oh, my Lord.
All right, so Hallsville 2nd and 10, and the snap, and looks like they're going to try a pass, and they get a pass off, but it is too low and too outside. And player stretched out to try to get that ball, but was not able to pull it in. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for Hallsville. So this has been a little set of downs for Hallsville.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want if you're Eldon. You got them in 3rd long. You just need to hold them right here. This is that 3 and out that Eldon's been looking for on defense all night long.
Yeah, we'll hope to see what happens here on this 3rd down. 3rd and 10, 25-yard line, 5:49 to go. Hallsville with the ball. They're going to snap the ball. Cunningham will take the snap, and we'll see where it goes from here. And he steps out, a little pass off. Oh, they just missed him, too. Eldon's got to catch up here. Player number 3 for Hallsville is streaking down the sideline, and he is going to take it all the way from the 25-yard line to another touchdown for Hallsville. And that was Abe Rhodes. Hallsville got a quick pass off to the edge, and then Rhodes was able to take it down the field for the touchdown, 75 yards, and it's been 2 big getaway touchdowns. The difference in this game, it is 28-14 now for Hallsville, and that was Eldon had been doing so well. They had ran down the clock on their possession. They had slowed down. That was down to a short down there. All right, here comes Hallsville for the extra point. And it's up and good. Looks like.
It in there.
Yep, it is good. So Hallsville's going to take the lead here. It is 29-14 with 5:33 to go. Hallsville leads Eldon. And the American Sun controlled third quarter. KS95 Sports.
Building season is here and a great time to visit Martin Metal for the next agricultural, residential, or commercial project on your list. Trusted throughout the heartland, they continue offering only the top quality products in the industry, which ensures beauty and durability for years to come. When in need of a post frame or a stud frame building, you can depend on the dedicated professional staff to help you get your job moving forward. Call 573-378-4050 and speak with a professional today. That's 573-378-4050 or check us out online at martinmetal.com.
We are back here at Hallsville, the American Sun Control third quarter. And Hallsville, Jason just knocked off a 75-yard pass, or actually just a little pitch, and then a 75-yard run for a touchdown.
Yeah, if you're Eldon, you're down a couple scores, but you were down a couple scores earlier, and you fought back, so you just got to keep plugging if you're Eldon.
All right, and all of a sudden I'm seeing something really weird here on our little...
What happened?
I'm not sure. Here, we'll see. I'll figure it out. So.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it looks like we're running low on power on our machine here, but we'll hopefully get to another break here, and we'll figure out what I did. I probably unplugged something I wasn't supposed to, but that's all right. We'll find it here in a moment. We got just a little bit of time here. All right, so Hallsville is going to kick it off here and kick it back to Eldon, a little squib kick, and it is recovered at the Eldon 37-yard line, and bobbled it a little bit, but was able to pick it up, and that was recovered by Damian Fisher, number 4 for Eldon. So the Mustangs will be coming back here to take over on the third down here. So, yeah, we're going to try to get a flashlight going there if you can, Jason, and I'm going to try to see what I've left unplugged here somewhere. All right, so that's plugged in. So, okay, I just got to follow this there. If you watch the play here for me just real quick, I'll get it all back together. So I think we're going to get, there we go. All right, we're found.
Did you figure it out?
Yep, got it. All right, so Eldon with the ball.
I think it was Mr. Hines on the carry. Maybe it was DeLong. As DeLong.
All right, DeLong on the carry. Sorry about that. We had a piece of equipment that came unplugged there, and now we're back on track.
Look at us charging up now, baby. We're back on top.
I am trying not to have an equipment failure here. I had to call and FaceTime Colton. I know I had to call and FaceTime Colton like 8 times to get set up here, but we've made it so far. So, all right. So Eldon with the ball, and we'll get back on track here at the 39, at their own 39-yard line. It is 2nd and 8, 4:55 to go. We're in the American Sun Control third quarter, and Eldon at the line, and Hines takes the snap, and he is looking back to pass again. He's under pressure, and a screen pass, and just bobbled there. It was intended for Drayden DeLong, but he was not able. Drayden DeLong was not able to pull that in, and it looked like it might even just went through his hands and bounced off of his helmet. Yeah. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for Eldon with 4:44 to go, and Hallsville leading here 29-14.
Hallsville's got some height out there with Beasley and Wooden out there.
They do.
Think he was just trying to throw over the top of the tall guys.
Yeah, and Drew Hines is 5'10", and there's several 6-footers that are out there with
4s out there,
and their hands up, and they're jumping right up in his face, and he is trying to launch it up over the top of him. And so now they're going to go back to Hines keeps it. He's the quarterback keeper, but then he throws it, and I think that was no good. Oh, they say it went off the turf. It looked like Hines had made a pretty good pass there, about 15 yards downfield, but it bounced off the turf, and so that's going to bring up 4th and 8.
Yeah, you got to punt this one.
All right, so they've got to get it out there at their own 39-yard line, so they need to get it out of there and punt this away. So 4:36, Eldon is going to punt it away, and 4th and 8, 39-yard line. And the punt is up and away. It was almost blocked.
Yeah, they come after it.
And it gets a good roll for the Mustangs. They're going to let it roll down there to about the 22-yard line, it looks like to me. 22-yard line, but I've been off by 5 yards all night long.
Yeah, I know. You got any sponsor for eye clinics that we can open after we get done?
We used to. We don't anymore, so I don't know what that means. All right, and so this is our third quarter brought to you by American Sun Control. And by the way, I need to give some a shout out to Crown Power and Equipment. We've been in the red zone here a couple of times, and I have missed that. I'm doing my best to get all of our sponsors in here on our broadcast tonight, filling in for Colton. He does so much stuff during these broadcasts, and I did not realize this. So, all right, so it is Hallsville going to take over. They're at the 21-yard line, 4:25 to go, 1st and 10. Eldon needs to get some stops here, and that one is another pitch out to the side. That one was, I thought, bobbled, but they act like he received it. They act like he caught it, number 7, and that is Jack Stockcamp, who picked up the ball.
That was the play that Hallsville scored that last touchdown on right there. So
yeah.
Eldon just broke down and made the play on that one.
So that was a loss of yardage, too, according to the marker on the side. So 2nd and 13 now with the clock running and under 4 minutes in the third quarter. Hallsville lines up here, and Cunningham claps his hands, takes the ball, and a quick pitch up the middle. That one he did get, but still didn't pick up much ground. Eldon was on top of that one.
Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might be, and I was trying to see that the Eldon player just won't turn sideways where I can see him. That was number 7, and that is Chase Atkinson, who got the stop there for the Eldon Mustangs. So now we're at 3rd and 8. So they're
big down right here, big down.
Yep, 3:20 to go at the 23-yard line. Hallsville is again going to try to pass it. This was a long pass, and they say no good. That was not good. So, all right, so it looked like it was close. They were close to picking that ball up there at the 40-yard line, but incomplete pass, and so that's going to bring up 4th and 8, and I assume Hallsville will want to punt it away here as well.
I would. I don't know what they're going to do.
All right, well, we'll see. Cunningham claps for the ball. Now he's backing up. Is he stepping back to kick it? He is going to punt it away. So he punts it, and it lands at about the 50-yard line and then moves another 7 or 8 yards. So that's not bad field position for Eldon.
That's good field position.
That's going to be at the Eldon 42 is where they're going to take over. 3:03 as Eldon will take over here on a punt from Hallsville. It's 29-14, the American Sun Control third quarter. We're in KS95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. Do you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water? Maybe just a replacement trailer. Or considering selling your boat, and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
Yards on that.
This Hallsville defense has got some speed. I mean, they have some real speed on that. I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
I didn't think their record was correct. I mean, I know they're 1-3, but man, they're a lot better than that record.
Yeah, they are fast on defense. Eldon took the ball there, the snap and handoff, and lost, it looks like 2 yards. So now it's going to be 2nd and 12 with 2:30 to go. As Eldon back, Hines is going to take the snap here. Let's see what they try to do. Again, the running on the edge has been good, but Hines goes up the middle, but he does find some room on Eldon's sideline to move up and get a first down, it looks like. And he has moved the ball down to about the 45-yard line, and so he's going to pick up about 15 yards. We have an Eldon Mustang player that was down for a little bit, but it looks like he's up shaking it off.
That was a good job of Hines just getting there and following those blocks and just get that first down.
Yeah, I thought he was going to try to go up the middle, and it didn't look like he was going to get anything, but he was able to find some room on the edge and head towards the Eldon sideline and pull himself down the field there and get down to the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10, 44-yard line, 2 minutes to go in the American Sun Control third quarter. Eldon will snap the ball. Everybody on the line. Hines gets ready. He's clapping his hands. We've got an Eldon player in motion. Hines is going to keep the ball again. He dives forward. Looks like, I thought he was going to pick up some yardage, but looking at the official coming in, it looks like he's going to be just right back at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. So
just not finding anything inside in between the tackles right now.
Yeah, and it's Eldon has found the room on the edges and cutting up through the middle. I mean, they take it up the middle but head towards the sideline, so those angles are working for them as when Hallsville is spread out a little bit. And Hallsville's kind of spread out right now on defense. They keep a lot back there in the secondary right along the line. All right, Hines is going for it deep here, and it's just off the hands. Hines took the ball. He was running off the side.
They got him. Wow.
All
Hey,
right.
we'll take it. I'm not sure that was we'll take it.
All right. So penalty on the field, a flag.
Hey, that's a good deal right there, man. I didn't see where it was interference. It's got to be pass interference, but
You would think that would be the call.
you take it if you get it, man.
Yeah.
You don't deny it.
And so they are marching up the field here. And
Man, that's a big call.
yeah.
Because that would put them in 3rd and long again.
Yeah. So that moves the ball from the 45-yard line all the way up to the 29, Hallsville's 29-yard line, 24.
And first down.
Yeah.
That's the biggie, first down.
All right, so it is the 29-yard. 1st and 10, 1:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Eldon's lined up there. Hines takes it and hands it off. And again, they bounce out to the side. It looks like they're going to pick up a little bit of ground, maybe about 4 yards. Eldon is going to move the ball down the field about 4 more yards there to bring up a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, all their yards are coming off the edge here. That's a pretty good little gain right there.
Yeah, and I mean, if that's where you're going to pick up the yards, take the yards where you can get it, run down the clock, slow things down here. Now, the Eldon is going to have to, they need to get a score this time, and they're going to have to get a stop in order to get this turned around.
Be nice to put this one in right before the quarter. That would mentally, psychologically be huge going into this last quarter.
Yeah. All right, Eldon is at the line. It is 2nd and 6, 25-yard line, 30 seconds to go. Eldon lines up, and Hines takes the snap. He hands it off, and they go up the middle, and looks like they're going to be picking up a couple yards.
They're just grinding right now.
Yeah. So this can bring up 3rd down, and it looks like unless they take a timeout, the quarter's going to run out here. I'm not sure if they can get a play off before the quarter runs out or not.
Yeah,
10 seconds. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. So it looks like the time's going to run out here on the 3rd quarter, the American Sun-controlled 3rd quarter. It is 29-14. Hallsville leads Eldon. We'll be back for the 4th quarter on KS95 Sports.
It's your land, your tractor, and your time to save. Built for any task, a John Deere compact tractor can handle it all. Right now, enjoy 0% financing, cash rebates, and hard-to-beat offers only at Seidenstricker Nobe. Designed to last and trusted for generations. Mow it, move it, dig it, and get it done. Visit us at snpartners.com. Seidenstricker Nobe, your partner for the land.
Offer valid through 10/31/2025. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
All right, we're back here at Hallsville, ready for the 4th quarter of action. It is 29-14. Our 4th quarter sponsor, Jason Blankenship, CPA. And thanks to Jason Blankenship, CPA, for sponsoring our 4th quarter. Our title sponsor is Hewlett Automotive, and our Red Zone sponsor is Crown Power and Equipment. And honestly, Jason, we haven't been in the red zone a whole lot. We have been blowing right through that both directions. Yeah. They have not been sitting out there in the red zone too much, as they've just been pushing it in. So, all right. So Eldon will switch directions here, but still at the 22-yard line, and they're on 3rd and 3.
You got 2 possessions to get 3 yards.
Yeah, as we start the 4th quarter here. And, Eldon was in this position once before, and they were able to pick up this 20 yards. They did a big 10-yard move, and then slowly inched it back in for that other score. So we'll see what happens here. It'll be a big deal for the Mustangs to get a score right now as they start this 4th quarter, and they hand it off, and they're going to pick up nice move there down the field, and they bring it down to, it looks like, the 8-yard line. So
along with a strong run right there, lowering his shoulder and finishing that thing. That's how you do it right there.
So picked up about 15 yards on that, something like that, and so they're going to take it to 1st and 8, so 1st and goal for Eldon Mustangs. And Eldon is coming up to the line here. 1st and goal to start the 4th quarter. Hines adjusts some players there on the field, gets set up, takes the ball, hands it off to DeLong again. He is making a long run to the outside. He's jumping to the outside, but he is brought down. It looks like he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 and 2nd and goal for Eldon, as DeLong was not able to pick up any positive yardage there. And we do have a player down on the field for the Mustangs, so we'll let the trainers get out and check on that. 29-14, 11 minutes to go in our 4th quarter here at Hallsville, and the Eldon Mustangs looking to score some points here, get themselves back in the win column. This will be win number 4 for the Mustangs. Hallsville is 1-3. They're looking to score another win in the win column for them, and both of the teams have some pretty tough competition coming up.
Any Tri-County win is a good win.
Yeah, we know in a couple of weeks Eldon is going to have Blair Oaks. That's going to be a big one for them, and I think Hallsville's got Blair Oaks coming up maybe next week even. So it is going to be a tough second half of the season for these Eldon Mustangs and for the Hallsville Indians. It is. We're going to take a quick timeout here. We'll be back on KS95 Sports 1 commercial mark.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. I want to tell you about our award-winning collision repair department. We can repair any make or model and make it look like new. Our staff is second to none and works hard to get you back on the road as fast as possible. We offer free transportation for your convenience and peace of mind during the repair. Come see us today for all of your collision repair needs at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett. ShopHewlett.com.
2nd and 9, Eldon up to the line, and they are looking second. They're at the 9-yard line. It is 2nd and goal for Eldon, and a quick pass over the top there.
Nice.
That was nice. That was a nice pass. Drew Hines over the top results in a touchdown for the Eldon Mustangs, and looking to see if we can pick out who that reception was, and I'm going to guess maybe it was DeLong, the way they are chest bumping.
Yeah, I think so. That was a nice little job. You fake them. You fake the D-line with they think you're going to hand it off, and then you just jump up and pop pass it to the back that snuck through there.
And we were talking about Hines having to pass over these taller kids, but that time he just kind of hopped up and dropped it in there. And the extra point is off and good. That was for Hayden Duggan as he gets the – did he score the extra point?
I believe so.
No.
Did they not give it to him?
It's 29-20, so I'm going to guess that he did not make that extra point.
Over there talking about it.
Yeah, I looked away and I didn't see that he got it. So, all right. So it is 29-20. It's 10:46 to go in the fourth quarter. The Eldon Mustangs getting ready to kick it back to Hallsville. Hallsville will take over on offense. We're KS95 Sports.
Shop Hy-Vee for savings that bring smiles. Like Hy-Vee chili beans, just 49 cents a can. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, $2.98 a pound. Bite into a sweet Honeycrisp apple, just $1.98 a pound. There are even more savings with your Hy-Vee Perks card and digital coupons. Sign up today at Hy-Vee.com or at Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Well, Jason, the first lesson is you never look away from the play. And it looked like it was good.
Oh, it sure did.
And I looked down at my score sheet to see who had kicked that away. And then they waved it off and said it was no good. So it is 29-20. Hallsville leads Eldon. Eldon, Squib kicks it down here.
Did he get it?
And Eldon is acting like they've recovered that ball. They are jumping. Yes, Eldon has recovered the ball on the kickoff. And so what a great turn. Yeah, the refs are calling it away, saying, yeah, Eldon, just with the little pooch punt there, kick, and they were able to get back in there and get on top of it. And so now Eldon is going to take over at Hallsville's 46-yard line.
Well, that's a gutsy call, but honestly, you needed it because without that extra point, that makes this a 9-point game.
Right.
Eldon's not really a quick strike offense tonight.
Right.
So you need every advantage you can get to get another score.
You're going to be watching the clock here. It is 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line, 10:42 to go. Jason Blankenship, third quarter. And the referees are getting everybody set on the field here.
Say somebody's lined up wrong because that's not a formation Eldon ever uses. There it is.
Now they're all in place. All right, so we're ready for Hines. He's ready for the snap. He takes it, and he's going to keep it himself. And, he just about got out of it, but it looks like he's going to lose a couple of yards on that. Hallsville was ready. I don't know if it was the fact that Eldon took a little time to get lined up, that Hallsville could see how they were resetting, what was going to happen. But Hines brought it down there and was stopped. And so Eldon's going to lose a couple of yards on that. It's going to be 2nd and 12. And if they don't put up 12, we're not going to say anything. So. All right, so the 48-yard line now, and Eldon is 2nd and 12. And man in motion there for the Mustangs is Brisbane. And Hines is able to get that one away and also get it down the field to DeLong. And DeLong is cutting up the field. He's going to get into the end zone. DeLong takes it into the end zone from the 48-yard line. That was a great little pass from Hines to DeLong, and he takes it down 44 yards for a quick score. You just said Eldon's not a quick scoring team.
No, they're not. But I tell you what, that's what play they tried to run earlier, and DeLong got it, and he kind of little Jimmy stepped that kid down there and got him off balance, and that was a heck of a job. This is a 3-point game, and if you were watching this game, you would swear that Eldon's kind of been dominated a little bit, but here they are right here, man.
Yeah, two quick scores, and now it's 29-26 and 9:54 to go. All right, they kicked that one away, and it bounced in. It did. It bounced. It hit the crossbar and bounced in. So Eldon gets that one. Now it is 29-27.
Hey, well, you don't have to be pretty, baby. Just get it done.
And it bounced the right way that time, right?
Eldon got the right bounce.
I wish we had the goalpost microphones like they do in the NFL. We could have held the dong, exactly. Ring the bell there, because it did. It hit and it bounced over. All right, 9:54 to go in the fourth quarter, and Eldon has brought this up close. They've scored twice now here in the second half, and it is 29-27. Hallsville is leading Eldon. We'll be back with more on KS95 Sports.
Last year's success doesn't always carry over. Just ask anyone who's ever played fantasy football and regretted their first-round pick by week 2. But if you ask Kubota, continuing last year's success is a guarantee. Like the Kubota SVL 97-3 skid steer loader. Last year's SVL 2 was the best-selling in America, and this year's is only better. A more comfy all-in-one cab and 7-inch touchscreen to monitor everything. Check it out at Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. Crown-power.com.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant invites you to join them for a casual lunch or a nice family dinner out with delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Grab dinner tonight from one of their 3 locations: Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles, Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover, or on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletes.
All right, Eldon kicks it away here to Hallsville. And as they kicked it off, they kicked it back to about the 15-yard line. Hallsville brought the ball back up the field, but we have a flag on the play, so the referees are all going to be meeting up there at a couple of the officials are meeting at about the 35-yard line to discuss the penalty. Hallsville is huddled up. Eldon is out there ready to go on defense. But that was in the commercial break, we were watching Eldon line up, and we're like, are they going to try to pooch kick it again? But they kicked it away, and it actually looks like it's probably going to turn out to be a pretty good thing for the Mustangs.
This is going to be a big call, because usually that's a 15-yard penalty of that variety, and I'll tell you what, that could be huge for either team here. Oh.
So the penalty is on the Mustangs?
Yeah, that's huge. You don't want to give Hallsville any more field. They do a good job of going down it already.
Yeah. So.
And that puts you close to midfield. That's tough.
That's going to march it down there to the Hallsville 49-yard line. It's right about midfield, and Hallsville is going to take over here. First and 10, 49-yard line with 9:49 to go. You've got a fan all of a sudden.
I guess.
All right, and Hallsville with the ball, running it up the middle there, right onto the logo, and close to a first down, but it's going to be short. They picked up about 9 yards there on that carry from Hallsville.
That's too much. We got to cut that down a little bit here. Got to get this defense to the ball.
Yeah, it is 9:30 and clock running, and 29-27. It is going to be 2nd and 2 for Hallsville at the 43-yard line. All right, it is. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
I don't know, man. I got a fan or a stalker here.
Something's happening. All right, Hallsville is back to the line, ready to snap the ball. And off with his Cunningham, and he's going to run the ball. He's going to pick up the first down, but not a whole lot more. What did he pick up? About 5 yards. And so it's going to give them a first down and take it down to about the 39-yard line for that.
Actually, that was Abe Rhodes, number 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they run a little Wildcat package here. I haven't seen that tonight. So
I thought it looked different, but I wasn't exactly sure what was going on there. So
maybe Maybe Cunningham's – is Cunningham out there? Yeah, he's out there at receiver.
Yeah.
They got a little wildcat
But
package.
Rhodes is over here looking like he's taking the call.
So when they do this, you better be careful because your quarterback's out at receiver, so this is where you get double passes and things
Right,
like that.
right.
So.
All right, so we'll see what's going on here. So we've got Rhodes is at quarterback right now, and he hands it off to number 10. And got a flag on the play. That was Gabriel Jenkins with the ball.
Eldon will take that. That's good.
So where did they get the ball up to on the carry? They did get some positive yardage there, it looks like, but then there's going to be a penalty on the play.
Should be about 2nd and 20 now.
All right, so we can take that. It is 8:29, and they are picking up the ball and getting ready to mark off some distance here. So there they go.
Kind of get back some of those yards that they lost on that 15-yard personal foul or whatever it was on the kickoff. So
yeah, so
that
now
helps.
Yeah, so now we're right at midfield. We're at the 49-yard Eldon's side of the field, and Eldon needs to get a stop here. It is 1st and 20 at the 49-yard line, and Eldon needs to get a stop here. And Hallsville's throwing out some new looks and doing some stuff different here to try to.
We got quads over here this time.
All right, no, and look at that pass. Big pass downfield and just through the hands of the Hallsville receiver.
Yep.
He tried to rein it in at the 10-yard line, and it just went through his hands. There were 2 Eldon defenders on him, and he was not able to catch that. So now that's going to bring up 3rd and 20.
You put 4 to that one side, it pulls the whole defense over, and you isolate your one receiver on the backside, and you throw it up to him. So
yeah, Eldon kept 2 players on the receiver that was going for the ball, though, so that worked out well for Eldon.
Put your best receiver out there on an island by themselves and hope that it's just one-on-one.
One-on-one, yeah. All right, so now what will Hallsville do here on I thought it was, okay, it's 2nd and 20. I thought it was 3rd and 20. It's 2nd and 20.
Pass is coming.
And another pass. That was a screen. And Hallsville has picked it up, and he's got some running room. And Hallsville is going to run it in for a touchdown. About a 50-yard touchdown there. A screen pass to a touchdown for Hallsville. And that is 8:09 to go. Hallsville is going to score. Change it up here to 35-27 now for Hallsville.
I'll tell you what, that's about as perfect a run screen play as you could ever get. He had the perfect ball in stride. I mean, that was tough.
He never slowed down, just took it right down.
Full speed when he got it. That was a great ball, great play. I mean, I got to give Hallsville credit on that. That's perfect.
It's been an interesting second half here. Some quick scores on both sides. Eldon pulled it in after 2 quick scores, but now Hallsville stretched it out again, and the extra point is good. So, all right, so that's going to make our score 36-27. Hallsville is leading the Eldon Mustangs with 8:09 to go in the 4th quarter. It is the Jason Blankenship CPA 4th quarter. Our game brought to you by Hewlett Automotive in Camdenton. We'll be back with more of the 4th quarter on KS95 Sports.
For over 140 years, the Bank of Versailles has been more than a financial institution. It's been a cornerstone of the community. Locally owned and operated since 1882, they make lending decisions right here at home by people who understand the land, the market, and the values we share. Whether you're buying a home, growing your farm, or planning your future, they offer competitive fixed rates and personalized service every step of the way. Products you need, technology you want, service you deserve. That's the Bank of Versailles difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. The goal of the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles is to make sure you feel your best and stay that way. A few of the public health and community services available at the Morgan County Health Center include CPR and first aid training, food safety classes, educational materials and classes promoting healthy lifestyles and activities, children and adult immunizations, and nutrition for expectant mothers and young children through the WIC program. For more information, follow the Morgan County Health Center on Facebook or call 378-5438. The Morgan County Health Center at 104 West Lafayette in Versailles, connecting the community to healthy choices.
Hallsville is ready to kick the ball off here with just over 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and Eldon is going to pick up the ball at about the 40-yard line and did not gain much ground after catching the kickoff. But, Jason, that was a quick score by the Hallsville Indians, and you thought Eldon had some momentum going there. 2 scores in a row. They brought the game to within 2, and now Hallsville is back up 36-27.
They ran the perfect play for a 1st and 20 situation. I mean, the screen, and perfect play, perfect timing. I don't know how you would stop it, man.
Like I said, the receiver never broke stride. It was right into his breadbasket. He grabbed it, wrapped it up, and took it.
They sucked the D-line in and just went right over the top of him. It was a perfect play. So,
all right, Eldon scored fast before, so let's see what they can do here. Eldon takes over the ball at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10, with just over 8 minutes to go. And Hines gets the snap, and he passes it, and Eldon is going to bring it down. Picked up about 8-9 yards on that.
Nice job.
And right down at the 49. They moved to past midfield, so now we're on Hallsville's side of the field at the 49-yard line. And that was a nice pass. Eldon has mixed it up here as well. I don't know if their change-up has been quite as dramatic as that last possession by Hallsville with the Wildcat and the new quarterback and things like that. But Eldon is trying to spread it out here a little bit. So they have got it 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line, 7:30 to go, 7:28, clock ticking. And Hines is back with another pass. This is a long one downfield. He's got he had a receiver, and they got a flag. That went down at about the 13, 14-yard line was where the receiver was when he was knocked down and missed the reception.
Hallsville's not very happy about it, but we'll take it.
There have been a couple of big penalties that have went Eldon's way here. They had that one bad 15-yard penalty here a minute ago, but they've had a couple that have went their way, and this is going to be another one that will help out the Eldon Mustangs.
Yeah, you never turn them down.
So what do they march off here, Jason?
Oh, I think it should just be, well, I got to think, because all the college and NFL rules are different on this.
It looked like 15.
It should be, yeah.
So, so that's going to take it down to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, 34-yard line. A big gain there on that penalty by Hallsville. So the Eldon Mustangs are deeper into Hallsville territory now. As we got a player in move, Brown is in motion for Eldon, and Hines gets it off to the sidelines.
It's kind of a strange play. I don't know. We got another penalty here. I think this is a 15-yarder coming on Hallsville.
I'm not sure that he didn't tackle him out of bounds. I think the Eldon player it was a late hit on an Eldon player, because you could see all the Eldon players scramble, and you could see the sideline markers get knocked out of the way.
I think there's some Hallsville kids a little upset about that.
They were not liking that one at all. So we'll see what happens here when we get the official call. But it looks like Eldon's going to get moved down the field a little bit further here. Maybe
that should put him down on the 19-yard line.
Yeah, late hit, and Eldon has picked up some major yardage here on penalties. And here we go down the field with the officials marching off the penalty. It is a 15-yard penalty, and it is going to take it to the 19-yard line. All the Hallsville players were getting in the way trying to stop the referee.
Yeah,
but he's like, I'm going all the way down. It looked like they were trying to get in his way and say, you can stop any time now, but that's not what happened. So they actually place it at the 18-yard line.
So once again,
so by the way, we are in the Crown Power red zone. I finally remembered to do that, Jason. So look, the beautiful combine on the screen here in the Crown Power red zone for the Eldon Mustangs.
I'd like to ride one of those one time.
Yeah, I'm sure you could arrange that. You know the guy.
Yeah.
You know the guy with the beard. He could probably help you out.
Beard.
All right, so 7:13 to go, 36-27. We've got a timeout on the field, I guess. We'll hold it here. This has been an exciting game. It has been interesting. And like you said, there are one time it has seemed like Hallsville has dominated it because they've had such big plays. They've had those big plays where they run off a lot of yardage and score quick, and that seems like that they're dominating it. But it's still a 9-point game and 7 minutes to go. Eldon is in the red zone. They could score a touchdown here.
They keep coming.
They do. Yeah, Eldon is not giving up. It's a great showing here by the Eldon Mustangs at Hallsville's homecoming, and a huge crowd here for Hallsville and a loud crowd. So let's see what Eldon can do here. 1st and 10 at the 18, 7:13. We are in the Jason Blankenship CPA fourth quarter. Hallsville leads Eldon 36 to 27 as we get ready to go here for Eldon. 1st and 10 at the 18.
That's 25 yards in penalties if you're Hallsville, man. That's not a good way to finish a game.
Yeah, you've really put yourself up against the wall here we've seen Eldon have success here from the red zone within the 20-yard line, and they've had some success here passing the ball, too. And that's what's been drawing the penalties. But they're going to keep it here and run it, and a big run as well. Right. Did Hines keep the ball there?
Yeah,
it looked like Hines kept it.
Just kind of followed his blocks and had a good game there.
Yeah, and he did a little sidestep there, a couple of those, and looks like he's going to bring it down to 2nd and 7. Oh, 2nd and 4. Sorry, 2nd and 4. I went the wrong direction there. So 2nd down, 4 yards to go at the 12-yard line. And another chance for Eldon to move the sticks here. If they could pick up 4 yards, get into the 1st and goal situation. So Eldon to the line, getting ready for the snap. And Hines has got it, and he's going to keep it again, and did not pick up any yardage that time. Hallsville was waiting for him to come through there, and he got stopped.
Yeah, Peasley, the big D end, which I'm impressed by that kid. That's that kid that my son plays basketball with or did. Man, he has grown up, and he has become one heck of a D end as a sophomore. He's made some big plays tonight right there.
All right, we're 3rd and 4 with 6:14 to go. Eldon lines up. Hallsville's spread out here a bit on defense, and they're going to try to reverse it around and throw it. And Eldon Mustangs player jumped for it at about the 2-yard line. It led him out of bounds. I'm not sure he was going to catch it inbounds anyway, but it was a nice reverse there by Eldon, and the pass that goes out of bounds. So it brings up 4th and 4 now for the Eldon Mustangs.
Man, that was I'll tell you what, that was a little risky. That's a little riskier than I got right there.
All right, well, Eldon is going to have to go for it here on 4th and 4, and this is a pretty big play for Eldon. They're down 36-27, 4th and 4 at the 11-yard line, 12-yard line according to scoreboard, and let's see if the Mustangs can pick up the 1st down here. And I think we're going to have a timeout, and we do. We have a timeout from Eldon. This is a Lloyd Belt Automotive timeout. It is 6:02 to go in the game, 36-27. Hallsville leads Eldon. This is KS95 Sports.
Since 1844, Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes have been a part of the Lake area. They've seen the communities grow, they've seen the communities change, but one thing remains the same. Nothing's more important than our schools. Kidwell Garber would like to take this time to salute everyone involved in keeping the schools a source of pride for the area, and to the students who always strive to do their best, whether in sports or academically. You are the future. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie and Kidwell Granite Works.
We are back here at Hallsville. Hallsville leads Eldon 36-27. Coach Jason Vansel with me. We're at the 12-yard line. It is 4th and 4. Eldon called a timeout. And we're going to see. This is a big play for the Eldon Mustangs.
You got to get this one, man, or it could be lights out for you here in a 2-score ball game. So this has to, you got to get it. It comes down to this.
All right, so we'll see what happens here. 4th and 4. Hallsville is to the line. Eldon is to the line. Hines is ready for the snap. He takes the snap, and he is going to pass it into the corner, and it looked like it was...
Got it.
Yes, they did. They picked it up, and Eldon got the 1st down there at what about the 7-8-yard line. We're going to say 8 just to be safe because we've not been close all night long. But they're going to
2 off everything.
Yeah, they're going to drop it at the 7 though. So that was it. They Eldon picked up the ball, had a quick screen pass, and it was off to the edge. And clock is running though at 5:52. Eldon is at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Are in the Crown Power red zone here in Hallsville. All right, and Hines keeps the ball, and looks like he was backed up there just a little bit. Lost a little bit of ground.
Looks like the cramping's coming.
Yeah, it has been it's a cool night here. It's been a long night, but these players have been working hard, and yeah, they're stretching out a cramp there on the field for Eldon. So Eldon's trainer comes out on the field to help, and we'll have a little break in the action. It is 5:31 to go, 2nd and 7, and they're at the 7-yard line. And Jason, we just keep talking about how big of a play this is going to be for Eldon if they can get a score here.
They just keep coming, man.
Yeah.
This is a very resilient Eldon team.
Yeah, and they have, they've been able to find a way to get the ball down the field. They've been able to, they've had some big plays. They've lost some big plays that have scored for Hallsville. I think there's been 3 of those big plays, and I mean, that's the difference. But credit Hallsville. They're able to make those plays.
They made the play, so, I mean, they still count. So,
Yeah. All right, so we've got another 5.5 minutes here to go in this game. Next week, I don't have the schedule with me. I'm not sure where we're going to be next week, but hopefully you and Colton will be back together next week for our game.
I think are we in Adrian, I think.
That might be. Is Versailles at Adrian? That could be.
So.
I know next week we should be with Versailles, and then in 2 weeks it'll be Eldon at Blair Oaks, which will be another big contest for the
Chris Marshall
Mustangs.
promised he's going to roll out the barbecue for us and the red carpet when we go. So.
All right. Well, it'll be a big night at Wardsville, right?
Yep.
That's the home of Blair Oaks. There is no town, Blair Oaks, is there?
Nope, that's just the name of a school.
All right. So we're getting things lined back up here. It is 2nd and 7, 7-yard line. Eldon is on the move here. They're in the red zone, looking to get into the end zone here and get this game a little closer for them. Let's see. Hines with the handoff to number 7, and they get pushed out of bounds. And
Maybe
Chase Atkinson with the ball carrier.
Yeah, Atkinson was carrying.
Atkinson gets the ball, and he gets it. Maybe, yeah, it was. There was a lot of players running out of bounds there. There was a herd taken out of bounds there. So now we're back up to 3rd and 7. It looks like back at the 7-yard line. So 3rd and 7, and 3rd and goal for the Mustangs. They need to see what they can do here. The Mustangs come up to the line. And Hines is getting everybody in line, and he claps his hands ready for his snap. And a player in motion for Eldon, and Hines keep it, and it's another one of those little jump passes, but this time it's intercepted in the end zone by Hallsville. And so that pass incomplete to Hallsville. So Eldon looked like they had a
flag on the field too.
Okay,
So
well, we'll see what happens.
I'm not sure what we got, but it looks like there's a flag over on this side, maybe.
That was a play that Eldon scored on previously, where Hines takes the ball, somebody streaks to the middle, and he dumps it over the top. But this time, Hallsville was able to pick it up.
See if Eldon can get lucky here on this one and get that another shot at it.
See, as the referees are everybody's down there in the end zone meeting up to talk about this.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the flag was thrown way over here. I don't know what would have happened over here to cause a flag. That's on the whole opposite side of the field.
All right, well, we'll see what happens here. Again, both teams are huddled up with their coaches. The referees have been down there in the end zone for a while, meeting. 5:13 to go, and we're waiting to see what happens here. So Eldon was at the 7-yard line. Hines came out, made a quick little shovel pass, jumped up, hopped up, and threw it over the defense. And there was an Eldon. It was kind of a jump ball there for just a bit, and Eldon and Hallsville were close, and a Hallsville player came away with it. But as Coach Vansel says, we've got a flag on the field, so we're waiting to see what happens here. Tomorrow on KS95, we've got UMass at Mizzou, 4:30 for the pregame for the Missouri Tigers. And then on Sunday, the Chiefs host the Ravens. And again, that is an afternoon game as well. Yeah,
That'll be a good one right there.
Game, the Chiefs at home again this Sunday.
Kansas City needs to win that one because, man, I tell you what, it's Chiefs Kingdom getting a little nervous.
It has not looked like the Chiefs of old to start the season.
No, they're just not the same.
Do we have too high of expectations?
Well, we've kind of been spoiled. So.
It has been. So none of this has to do with Taylor Swift, though. I'm sorry. I should have previewed that. I should have asked you. Should I talk about that or not? Okay.
I really don't know anything. I don't have any problem with her. I just don't. She's a generation. The new generation knows her more than I do, apparently. So
I think she's
I know about her. She goes to Chiefs games. Everybody talks about her.
Yeah, she is an amazing performer, and
that's what I hear. I mean, she's like the best in the world. But I understand.
Yeah,
number one.
Yeah,
Money raising to her ever.
Yeah, and all the and everybody that's around her and Travis talk about what a great couple they are.
So tell me this, JT, because you're obviously in the radio business. Didn't she in the early? I remember her being country.
Right. Yes. Oh yeah.
Was she? Did I imagine that?
Yeah. No. She was writing songs in high school and then kind of broke out there. I think she hadn't quite finished high school when she started having big hits, and she has grown up with her audience, and her audience has grown up around her, and so she was.
See, I just never left. I went my Merle Haggards and.
Well, let me tell you the first time I remember seeing Taylor Swift. She was a teenager with curly hair, and her record label sponsored her picture on the side of a Darrell Waltrip NASCAR. That's what I remember.
There you go. You made it big when you're on the side of the
DW's car.
Is that
there.
back when she wore sweaters? Wasn't she like known for wearing sweaters?
Yeah. So anyway, all right, we have. I hope Colton is still at his game, not listening right now. So he'll be mad that I talked about Taylor Swift without him. So
is he a big Taylor Swift fan?
I don't know. We all have respect for her
He
at
had a Swiftie
KS95.
shirt on one time when we were doing a broadcast.
Yeah.
So
we all have a lot of respect for Taylor Swift at KS95. I've got no problem with her. But we need to get back to Eldon Mustangs here. It is 5:13 to go, 36-27. Eldon has got the ball, and 3rd and 12 at the 12. So Eldon is going to get the ball back, but with a 5-yard penalty. So whatever it was before the snap. And Hines got the ball again, and he is knocked down, but it looks like Eldon's going to recover the ball. Hines was a running back. He was looking to turn and got the ball stripped out of his hands. But
what a big penalty.
Yeah.
Not only was the penalty on you, it allowed you to get the ball back. So talk about what a great penalty.
Right, yeah, exactly. All right, well, but Hines got the ball knocked out of his hand, luckily, again for the Eldon Mustangs. An Eldon Mustangs player jumped on the ball, and now it is 4th and 20. So we were as close as 1st and goal, and now we're at 4th and 20. So
not a lot of 4th and 20 plays in the whole playbook.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think it's not going to be a run by Hines, so.
I'm going to drop an extra man back and then try to bring somebody to bring some heat up the middle because that's where they've had the most success Hallsville has.
All right, so we will see what happens here. And again, 4:38 to go in the game, 4th and 20, and 20 yards to go to the end zone for the Eldon Mustangs. They are still in the Crown Power and Equipment red zone. We are in the Jason Blankenship 4th quarter. And Jason, we're going to be probably looking for a play of the game. And unfortunately, Hallsville had some pretty big returns. But Eldon also had a couple of good drives there where they were able to work the ball down the field and score. And they kept the game close. They kept the game close.
They have. It looked like it was going to be a runaway game for Hallsville, but Eldon's been gritty and fought back. Just kind of hurt yourself a couple times, and and that's kind of been the difference in the game. Hallsville's capitalized on it. But.
All right, Hallsville is last to break out of the huddle. It is 4th and 20. Eldon is there. They're ready. They're waiting on Hallsville to get set. What do you think? It's got to be a pass play of some sort, right?
It's got to be. In this formation, it has to be.
We got 3 here on the near side. They'll streak to the end zone. I mean, you got to get it's a hero or zero here. You got to get a touchdown. And Hines throws it, and he has got an Eldon player, and it is knocked away. It was pretty much a jump ball right there at about the 8-yard line, and it's knocked away. So Hallsville is going to take over on downs with 4:30 to go and leading 37-27. It is the Jason Blankenship CPA 3rd quarter. We'll be back for 4.5 minutes of football on KS95 Sports.
Whoa, Central Ozarks Medical Center, your health, our mission.
COMC has been providing quality health care in Central Missouri since 1979. From primary care, OBGYN, pediatrics, senior health, dental, and behavioral health. Go to centralozarks.org for a location near you. Or call 877-406-2662.
COMC, the healthy place to be. Custom railing stairs that gleam. Awnings made just like your dream. American Sun controls the name. Since 1985, they lead the game. Screen enclosures keep bugs at bay. Enjoy your summer every day. Family owned and local too. American Sun Control. Made for you.
We're back at Hallsville. Hallsville took over the ball at the 20-yard line, and Jason had a quick handoff, and we thought they were going to run up the clock, but they ran off about 60 yards there.
Yeah, ran off about 60.
They went
on a quarterback keep up the gut.
They went from their 20 to Eldon's 26, and another keeper up the middle, and just pushing his way through there, going to get past the 20-yard line up to the 18-yard line. So Hallsville is not content to run the clock out here, doesn't look like, as they have called it in here, and they are really moving the ball.
They are just plowing ahead.
So another first down for the Hallsville Indians. As I said, right as we came back from the timeout and from the downs, turnover on downs. Hallsville took it over at the 20. They ran it down to the 25, and now they're down to the 19. It is a 2nd and 3. 3:40 to go. Clock is rolling, and Hallsville is doing the same. So they're getting ready to snap the ball and handoff up the middle, and Hallsville again just steamrolling their way through, and they're down to about the 14-yard line now. So that was a 5-yard pickup, and that's going to be a first down for Hallsville. And first down at the 14-yard line. Hallsville leading this 36-27. Clock is ticking down to 3:20. Jason Blankenship, CPA, 4th quarter.
I'm going to guess Cunningham's going to keep it in his hands just for ball security. Don't do anything flashy, but unfortunately, just running up the gut is working for him pretty good right now.
Yeah, and they're picking up the yardage they need.
Yeah.
And so, all right, so we're going to snap the ball again. Hallsville is set. Cunningham is back there, and he's going to hand it off this time to the outside to number 6, and kind of up the middle there again. He cut back into the middle of the field and made it up to the 6-yard line, it looks like. So that's going to take it down to 2nd and 4. Hallsville is not in the, they are in the Crown Power red zone right now, and threatening to score. So 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line. So they got to get a first down to before they score or score. So 2:27, 2:26, clock is ticking. Hallsville is at the line. And, I mean, they've just been running it. They've been having success. Eldon is trying to stop them, but Hallsville is just pushing their way through here, picking up the chunks of ground. Hallsville snaps it. It's another handoff to number 6, and he's brought back up to about the 4-yard line.
This Hallsville team really have impressed me, man. I'm going to lie to you. I didn't hear anything about them being this athletic and like this. I just heard about their record. So
are we first down? We're at the 4-yard line, so 1st and goal, it looks like.
I think, because all I can tell is over there, because when I look at the field, I apparently am off by about.
Well, and I'm looking at the scoreboard, and I'm trying to figure out here. It's, yeah.
I think you're 4 or 5 yards there.
Yeah. So clock is ticking. It's down to about a minute and a half, and Hallsville's going to run the ball again. Bouncing to the outside, and he is going to make it into the end zone. And another score from Hallsville as they just ran the ball right down the middle, right up the throats of Eldon, and they're able to score again. And now it's a 42-27. Hallsville is leading this game. And Eldon, it was just some big plays, and this one was just some tough-nosed football that resulted in a touchdown for Hallsville.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they got on them early, and that kind of set the tone for Hallsville. And, you know, Eldon, they had a turnover that was real costly for them, but, you know, for the most, I think the game was closer overall than what the score shows.
Yeah. All right, Hallsville for the extra point, and I'm sure somebody got a hand on it, but it's still good. So that brings the score up to 43-27, 43-27. Hallsville leads Eldon. We've got a minute and a half to go. We're going to take a quick break, be back to wrap this game up at Hallsville. Hallsville is leading 43-27. This is KS95 Sports.
In a world where energy powers your every moment, one company dares to go beyond keeping the lights on. Hitachi Energy in Jefferson City is looking for new team members with manufacturing skills. If you have experience in welding, painting, cabinet assembly, and can operate a fork truck, then you can join a team that inspires progress. Change your future today at Hitachi Energy. Go to HitachiEnergy.com and click on careers.
We're back here at Hallsville, and Hallsville leads Eldon 43-27. JT Geralt, along with Jason Vansel. Colton Taylor is off at Pleasant Hill, doing Pleasant Hill and Warrensburg. And Jason, the score is not going to reflect how well Eldon played tonight.
No, they played a very good game. They were very resilient. They kept coming back. I've always said Eldon kids are tough. They always just keep fighting back, and they played hard till the end. And
they've given up some big plays, and that's just what it is.
Big plays. They
But hats off to Hallsville because they made those plays.
Hallsville had to make those plays. Hallsville's a lot more athletic team than I thought they were. So.
Yeah. All right, so kick back to Eldon. Eldon will pick up the ball at the 35 and running it back a bit, and they're going to make it up to about the 42. So 121 is where they're going to stop the clock. Well, 121 to go. Jason Blankenship, fourth quarter here in Hallsville. Hallsville celebrating homecoming, and looks like they're going to be celebrating a win. Hallsville will move to 2-3. Eldon will fall to 3-2. And right in the midst of Tri-County Conference football and some big games and some skilled teams still to come for both of these two as they continue out the season.
The gauntlet known as the Tri-County, if they get to both to proceed through.
That's right, yeah. So, all right. Well, it is Eldon's going to have the ball here. You think they're probably going to run a couple of plays here and see how we play this out here for the last minute and 20 seconds. And so Hallsville looks like they're going to get the win here, 43-27. We have Missouri Tigers basketball for you tomorrow, or football tomorrow on KS.
It's not wintertime yet.
No, it's I'm used to doing basketball games. I don't do this many football games. So anyway, we're waiting on both teams to come out of their huddle and get back here on the field. And Eldon is getting lined up. They're going to send a couple of people over here to our near side receivers.
Now, I did hear Mizzou right now does have the #1 recruiting class for basketball right now.
That they have had some very good recruiting, and so yeah, hopefully, wouldn't it be great to have good in football and basketball again?
Oh man!
So, yeah. All right. So Eldon is going to come up here to the line. They've got a minute and 20, and Hallsville to the line, Eldon to the line. Hines takes the snap. He is going to look to a pass, and he's passing it off here to the edge. And I think it was caught. Yeah, it was a caught. Nice catch there from Chase Atkinson. He's going to pull that in right at midfield, about the 48-yard line. They're now on Hallsville side of the field. Just took off about 6 minutes off the clock. So 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line for Mustangs. Martin Metal first down here, and they're going to snap the ball and going to air it out again. Going to try to pick up some ground. And Hines is backed up, and he threw it right through the hands. There was a strong defense there for the Hallsville as they were defending against Cody Brown, and the ball just went through Eldon and Hallsville's hands both, and incomplete. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 and 57 seconds to go. So Eldon is not going to go out here slow. They're going to try to make up some ground, see if they can put another score on the blocks before this all winds up here. Hines to the snap and dish it off to the side, and Eldon's going to move it down the field, and they'll pick up about 5 yards there. So now it's 48 seconds, and it is probably 3rd and 5, it looks like. Maybe, yeah, 3rd and 5 is what they're going to call it. So Eldon's going to need to snap the ball here pretty quick and get something done. No timeouts for Eldon. And they snap the ball. Hines is back looking for somebody to throw, and he is going to get some pressure, but he is going to get it away, and he gets it down the field, and Brown almost caught the interception there, almost got the ball at about the 15-yard line, but it was knocked out by Hallsville. So that's going to bring up 4th and 5, 25 seconds. Eldon will get one more shot at first down here, and one more shot, it looks like, to score for Eldon. 4th and 5 at the 43-yard line. And the Jason Blankenship 3rd down, thanks to Hewlett Automotive, our title sponsor of our games on KS95. And Coach, thank you for hanging out with me. I know we still got our post game to go, but thanks to you. Thanks for fun, Joshua to ride along with us. All right, Hines takes the snap, and hook and ladder.
I was waiting for
and there it goes, down the sideline. Eldon is going to score a touchdown.
There you go. You knew it was coming back.
You saw it earlier when they didn't get it completed.
Set it up,
yeah, they did not get that play completed, and now they do, and Eldon has scored a touchdown.
I'll tell you, that was pretty too, man. I don't care if it's at the end of a game or not. That was a nice job.
Right. Yeah, I think Eldon they'd been passing the ball, and then they were able to get the hook and ladder in. So now the score is 43-33, and Eldon is coming out here to attempt the 10-point play. So
never say die, Mustangs.
That's
man.
right.
I mean, go down hard if you're going to have to go down.
Well, that was a excellent execution on that hook and ladder.
I will tell you, that was pretty, man. Usually they don't go off that smooth, but.
All right, so Eldon is going to go for the 2-point, and again, a pitch out here to...
Get in there. They get it?
Nope, they're going to say no. All right, so that was DeLong. DeLong trying to get the ball into the end zone. So Eldon unsuccessful on the two-point conversion. So our score is 43-33 with 16 seconds to go. And we'll take one more quick timeout. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Jason Blankenship, owner of Jason Blankenship CPA LLC. As the year quickly draws to a close, it's time to start thinking about tax planning strategies for your farm and business. We are happy to meet with you and help you see where things stand for the year. We can also give you advice on ways to spend money to help you grow your business, all while maximizing your tax savings. No matter what your tax, payroll, or accounting needs are, Jason Blankenship CPA LLC has got you covered. Celebrating 10 years of service to the Central Missouri area and looking forward to many more, give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop by and see us at 401 East North Street in Eldon.
We are back here at Hallsville. It is 43-33. Hallsville leads Eldon, and there's 16 seconds to go in the game. Eldon scored on a quick hook and ladder play. It was a beautifully designed play, beautifully executed, and they were able to get down the sideline to get the score, and now they're going to kick off to Eldon, or off to Hallsville.
You know the onside is coming. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
If I know Eldon enough, they're not going to quit. They're going to keep going. It's coming. Here it comes.
All right. So Eldon lined up for the kick. And there it goes. The onside kick. Oh, my gosh. What a hit there at the
they get
center
it?
of the field.
I think they got it.
Eldon is jumping around like they got it again.
They got it.
They are acting like they got it, and only 2 seconds came off the clock. And there's some Hallsville kids that are shrugging their shoulder. They're like, really? This is what we're doing here?
Hey, man, you got to play till the end.
That's right. That's right. The referees are huddled up, though, to discuss it. But
I mean, it went 10 yards, but if it touched a Hallsville player first, I think everything's good. But I couldn't tell. I just seen an Eldon kid reach out and grab it, but he was the first one to touch it. It will not count.
And an offsides kick like that, everybody was huddled right together, so we're not going to be able to see from across. It's on the far side of the field from us. We're not going to be able to see who touched it first, but the referees and they're all going to get together, the officiating crew, and try to discuss that and figure out what's happening.
It only went about 8.5 yards.
Yeah, the Eldon team all acted like they had it, and it is, they signal, it is Eldon's ball, and they're at the 49-yard line with 14 seconds to go. So, hook and ladder version 2, the sequel. The sequel.
Hook and ladder, then back to the hook.
There you go. There you go. So, all right. So Eldon's going to get another shot at it here. 43-33. Hallsville leads 14 seconds to go. And Eldon is back. Hines is going to pass. He's set to pass, and a long one downfield. And just off, that was not an easy pass to try to receive, but it bounced off the receiver's shoulder pads, off his chest, and onto the ground. And so now that's 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line, and 8 seconds to go. So, I mean, nothing wrong with that. It could have been caught as much as it didn't. Yeah. So they were on target. It just didn't end up. And give Hallsville some credit. They were there to break that up. So Hines will take the snap again. Eldon is lined up. Players getting set on the field. Little adjustments here and there. And we are just about ready to go here. Eldon getting their final players in position. 8 seconds to go. Hines takes the snap. Quick pass out here, and I think he's going to pass it again. Yep. We've got another pass coming here, and he heaves it to the end zone, and it's just not going to work out. So that was a pass there by Chase Atkinson, and that is going to be the end of the game. So Eldon went down swinging. They did not give up. 43-33. Hallsville is going to win here tonight on KS95 Sports. Great game by the Mustangs and by Hallsville. It was much close, even a 10-point score, and I still want to say it was closer than the score indicates. We're going to wrap things up here in just a bit. You've been listening to KS95 Sports, and thanks to Jason Blankenship, CPA, our third quarter sponsor on KS95 Sports.
Since 1991, Capital Monuments and the Atterbury family has served and supported the Mid-Missouri area. They've been offering generations of memorial experience by designing and creating the highest quality monuments. At Capital Monuments, they specialize in creating personalized and lasting tributes, from pre-need and at-need family memorials to military and community tributes. Come in and talk with one of their monument design specialists. They're located west of Jefferson City in Apache Flats, or visit capitalmonuments.com for photo samples. Capital Monuments, the tribute that lasts forever.
With
With a Citizens Bank debit card, you'll never have to wonder if your check will be accepted. Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. You can use your card anywhere a MasterCard debit card is accepted. To make purchases at your favorite merchant, get cash in an ATM, or to make a purchase online. Your purchases will be deducted from your checking account and will appear on your monthly statement. Ask for an application. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling. For reliable products offered by reliable people, call DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
Looking for a new place to call home? Dunn Property Management is now taking applications for move-in ready new construction units in Eldon. Enjoy hassle-free living with rent that includes snow removal and lawn care. Locally owned and operated, Dunn Property Management offers a full-time maintenance staff and office manager, so you're always taken care of. Close to churches, shopping, and parks, your perfect home is waiting. Stop by 1203 South Business 54 in Eldon or call 573-569-1200. That's 573-569-1200 for Dunn Property Management.
We're back here at Hallsville. Hallsville defeats Eldon 43-33 tonight, and it was a great contest, Jason.
Yeah, it was a very good game. It looked like it might be a little out of hand there early on, but Eldon fought back, and this was a really good game. I mean, overall, there's a lot of plays made on both sides, and just a good old school Tri-County matchup.
Yeah, and Hallsville came into this game 1-3. We had heard they were better than their record because they had played some pretty stiff competition. Yep. Eldon has had some close games as well, and just some big plays on Hallsville that were the difference in the game.
That was the difference. The big fumble that Hallsville returned for a long touchdown. They had the one play 70 yards or something for a touchdown. It was just a game of big plays. If Eldon, 3 big plays made the difference, and Eldon would have won this thing. So.
Yeah, and we have to award a play of the game, the Shed Batting Cages play of the game. And earlier in the game, Eldon attempted a hook and ladder. You identified it. You knew what it was, but they didn't get it completed. And then when we were kind of sitting here, kind of winding out the game, Eldon does the hook and ladder again successfully for a late touchdown.
Beautiful play. Ran it to perfection.
Yeah. So it was, unfortunately, Eldon comes out with the loss tonight, but it was a great contest. Hallsville, satisfied their players here and their team here for homecoming night. They had a huge turnout of fans.
Beautiful homecoming.
Now, we have one last thing to do. In your role as a professional designer, you think that they need to readjust the big water tower up here.
To paint the water tower, you got to get the logo facing right on the field. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about being in the shadow of the huge Hallsville water tower, but it's right there. It looks like it's
decorator.
It looks like Water District number 4 is what I can see from here.
That's pretty exciting too.
All right. Well, hey, thank you to everybody for listening. And I was checking in on MoSportsZone. Thanks to everybody for watching, and we appreciate you putting up with me tonight. Colton will be back hopefully next week for our broadcast game. Well, I appreciate it. We appreciate all of our sponsors, and we, I were talking about this on the drive up here. The support we get from our communities, Versailles and Eldon, and even the Tipton communities for our sports broadcast. And I don't always get a chance to get out and do that, but we get such great support from our sponsors and from the parents and the schools and the communities. It makes it such a joy. And I know you enjoy doing it. I am glad to just get to come out here and help a little bit. I know Colton really enjoys doing it.
Radio is supposed to be an extension of your community. It has to be your community, and I think you all do a great job of that. And it's testament because we get so many people that talk to us about a game we called, people we don't even know. And I'm always surprised by it with kids from other schools. Like, how do you know me?
Yeah.
But it's all because of this, and it just goes to show what a good job you all do with being a part of the community. And not just Versailles and Eldon, but Tipton and just mid-Missouri. So.
Well, and I knew I was going to fail in doing something here, and I failed to recognize our board op back at the station, Mark Sidebottom. He does a great job. And tonight his job was even harder because he tried to keep me on track and keep me in line like we're supposed to. But I think we all got it done. So
on, man. We did it.
The good news is we did not do good enough that Colton's going to get fired, and I did bad enough that hopefully they won't call me to come back and do another one for a while. So, all right. Well, we've had a good night here in Hallsville, and it was Hallsville 43, Eldon 33. Thanks you for listening to our game. For Coach Jason Vansel, for Joshua Vansel, for Mark Sidebottom back at the station, thank you and good night.
You've been listening to High School Football.